Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Decker Shout of the Internet Personality of us here, and welcome to Live and Wired, episode 94. Housed Baddie. I was just trying to find a different way of saying Resident Evil. Joining, as always, we have that long-haired creepy guy.
You came in just in time. Hi!
I just move myself back over into the corner.
Oh, you want to belong
in the corner. On the moon.
Yeah, did you know that Decker finally did his first spacewalk and they've colonized between last week and the last stream and now?
I think it's the moon men. I crashed my moon base and my orbital base, and I think that's my JVC I see over there.
No wonder you weren't answering my calls.
I was about to make that same dang joke.
In space, no one can hear you bitch and moan. And we have Kat, the resident artist.
I was about to say artist. Hi, everyone.
Artist.
I actually thought you said the resident honest, and I was like,
me?
I just remembered I have this picture here that Crossing Mexican made a while back after I lost my shit on Twitter for a little bit.
You mean because of the giant
I'm wondering if I should post it without context or not.
You mean, is that the one that you showed a couple of weeks ago?
No. After that.
I'm scared. Decker! Oh, you finally gave... See, artist, I don't know how to tell you this. Decker has no ass.
Yes, it's right there. It's right there's my it's right there.
It's an imaginary ass. It's the artist trying to compensate for a lack.
I was about to say a little asterisk.
Artistic license.
Artistic interpretation much? Hi, everyone.
Hello, Lindstrom. Hello, Paper Fox. Hello, Astral 185.
Hello.
Prediction for E3 2021. I'm predicting no Switch Pro.
I'm predicting things will happen. I will take a bathroom break during the sports segment of EA. I will make fun of EA and their evil corporation.
Oh boy!
And I will cry when and I will weep if they actually show actual new Fable game footage.
Well, what I'm excited for is, like, with Game Pass and all that. This lovely little Game Pass.
We have $100 donation.
Woo!
Thank you, Savage Tiger. He says, "Bam! Sudden large donation. Running away now. You can stay for the show. I'm on the moon now. I have moved to an even bigger house with less of an atmosphere, but I
was gonna say, and also 1/3 gravity. Decker, how are you able to sit down? You have cement shoes, don't you?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain.
I have.
I mean, he's still able
to have a very large and heavy ass.
Decker, if it wasn't for standards, I'd show you who has the bigger ass.
God damn it.
I mean, I could do that too, just strictly speaking.
And in terms of ass to body ratio,
I think we still win.
God damn it.
God. I get so annoyed that I have to look the opposite direction. I hate these inverted cameras. Dang the invert. Because I keep looking.
I was excited for Disgaea 6 this month. Nice. I've just been seeing a whole bunch of Disgaea mobile ads.
What's Disgaea for those of us who don't pay attention?
It's a long-running comedic strategy RPG. Started on the PlayStation 2, is currently on Nintendo Switch. Like it started PlayStation 2, moved on to there was a DS game, but it was also on PSP, also on PS Vita, then PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and then they started also coming out on Switch. And I think 6 is just for Switch. I haven't heard anything about a PlayStation version of 6
yet. Oh God, I look a lot.
Which is it's also sad because 6 is the first one where they actually have, if I'm not mistaken, where the character models are actually 3D. Before they were all 2D sprites, and it took until, I think, Disgaea 4 before they actually got them to be high-quality 2D sprites.
Have you played Call of Duty?
Yes, I breathe. I have lived
Decker,
in the gamosphere for the last...
Decker, I've also been in the gamosphere, and I never played Call of Duty.
I played Call of Duty 2, mostly.
Okay, so you had some decency.
I don't know. It was the same back then.
Great Turtle Entertainment. So Decker is mooning us. Got it.
Yes.
You know, if it weren't for the fact that he's even more pasty-faced than mine, I would start singing Mulatto Butts.
Mulatto.
Oh, 6 broke the level cap. Wasn't the level cap 999 or was it 9,999? What's the level cap now?
It's over 1 billion.
I think Disgaea is all about new game plus and ridiculous numbers.
So like Borderlands, kind of.
Well, Borderlands, if they decided, hey, you know what, screw having level caps at all, and also if the level scaling actually worked at that point and didn't break after 50.
Meme Fresh, you and I both are wishing for that to happen. It ain't gonna happen, but it's soon. But it's they're asking about the
Yeah.
Real quick, Decker. Real quick. Savage Tiger, I'm on Vimeo now. Like it says beside my name. I am on Vimeo.
We have the link to his Vimeo channel in the description below. It's very nice.
It's currently posting up all his archival footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm up to, I think the last thing I posted was yesterday, and it was Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chicken. So I've gotten that far.
Oh,
Yay.
Final Fantasy or Dragon Warrior. I've got more experience in Final Fantasy.
Sorry.
But, you know, that just means that the later Final Fantasies are when I've had more of a falling out. And I technically haven't had a falling out with Dragon Warrior yet, so...
It's a game.
See, this guy series is notorious for his unusually high level cap of 9,999, which this guy is 6 Defiance of Destiny took even further by raising it to 99,999,999.
I wasn't off.
99.
99999.
Yeah. No, yeah. I was about to say, is it yeah or da? Da is Russian. I played enough Team Fortress 2 to figure out what yes is for what language.
Mortal
started
Kombat
to replay Red Dead Redemption 2.
Remake of Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks because Ed Boon's Twitter poll that was trending a few days ago.
Oh yeah, I saw a little bit, but it's from what I saw, it seemed less that there was any kind of confirmation of Shaolin Monks, as much as there was a whole bunch of fans like Shaolin Monks remake, and a few of the people responsible for Mortal Kombat just kind of poked up like, what? And then like, they confirmed it! They looked in this direction! What the hell is popping up?
Don Ochtenberg is saying, my kittens are pawing at...
flood warning, leave me alone, I'm on the moon!
There is a... Wait, no, they found water on Mars, not on the moon.
Oh, there is water on the moon.
But yeah, there's also the Sea of Tranquility. I was like, is the Sea of Tranquility on the moon, or is it on another planet?
I think the water on the moon is all frozen in like the bottoms of craters.
Also, Don Achtenberg has said, my kittens are pawing at the screen. They want to go through the screen and play with you. I want to play with kittens.
How can you breathe in space without a helmet? I think the latency between the moon and Earth is more sus.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got some really decent... Is it good latency?
Man, internet is just like amazing these days.
Well, you stole it from the moon. People.
God, I love the 21st century.
Okay.
Even with the COVID that we had?
Okay.
I don't have that on the moon.
I was about to say.
Didn't you say, Decker, that you wanted to be the first reviewer to go to Mars?
Listen.
Well, I was saying that I could be like the first reviewer on Mars. I could be like the only one on Mars, the Martian reviewer and stuff. I get the movies late, but that's nothing new.
The Martian
He's the Martian man reviewer instead of Manhunter. I don't know where I was going with that. And also, meme, I'm not sewing, I'm knitting, and it's a way to help with the ADHD.
Jimmy Neutron went to space and could breathe in space without a suit. I always think of Sonic the Hedgehog.
They actually explained it in Jimmy Neutron. And by explain it, I mean, Jimmy was explaining it, and someone was saying loud stuff over it, so no one could know it. So basically...
Well, in Phantasy Star 2, when you had to go to the secret base... Yep. Dog! Oh, stop that.
That's an interesting segue.
The dog is on the moon. Oh, wait, what was the name of the dog?
Dog on the Moon sounds like a great name for a band.
Wait, wasn't there a dog that went to space, and what was the name of the dog?
Little bitch.
Little Bitch was not the name of the dog that went to the moon.
No, but I know what you're talking about. It was in the early days of the space race, and Russia did it to see if
Sputnik?
anything,
No.
to see if anything could survive in space.
Laika? If I don't find, I have to. This is one of those situations,
You're gonna go look for it regardless, so go look for it.
First dog in space.
Damn it.
Laika! Oh, she's so cute! Oh no.
So
They didn't have a plan to bring her back.
Lou, stop it!
Laika, they didn't have a plan for the doggy to come back. I'm sad now.
Damn it. Oh man.
Don Achtenberg, I've started uploading my Scooby reviews first because that was what everyone was asking for, so I started there.
Lou, get on bed.
Mr. Roboto donated $2. Decker Shadow in Space,
Why not creepy can make it
Why
happen?
not creepy can make it happen. Okay.
I can't word.
I can't words.
On bed. Lay down. Go lay down.
But Lou can't lay down on the bed. The
Be
moon
good.
is at 1/3 Earth's gravity. Oh, well, that's an interesting idea for Meme Fresh. So, hi, we're whalers on the moon.
Anyway.
So as I was trying to say, it's like Phantasy Star 2, they had to go underwater, do a secret underground shrine laboratory of space age stuff, and it's all future technology, but what they scuba suits weren't invented for some reason, so they had to go to the top of a mountain to find a tree. But there were also other trees that looked exactly like it, but they weren't the right tree. But they find the right tree, and they make gum out of its leaves, and they chew the gum, and that gives them oxygen to breathe.
Didn't a cartoon do that?
I was going to say, so basically the same thing that happened on DuckTales, but by cutting out the middleman.
Well, which one came first, Phantasy Star 2 or DuckTales? Phantasy Star 2 was like a launch window game for the Sega Genesis.
His Phantasy Star 2 came first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we got a lot of lovely news today.
11 whole segments and then some.
We also got
a $9.99 donation from the Spikin. Thoughts on a female synthetic eye patch wearing USCM Master Sergeant in Aliens film where the platoon of Marines are battling zombie-like creatures called the Rippers. Love your movie reviews, Decker.
That's a lot of details. That is a lot to take in. Sounds like something I'd like to check out.
Synthetic eye patch wearing? Does that mean the eye patch is synthetic or the eye is synthetic and it's under the eye patch?
Well, we already have synthetic eye patches made with synthetic weave. But if it's a synthetic eye that's patched over a fake is that just like false eye?
You made
I was
Decker
gonna say
too much again.
I was thinking of it like what was it? Kakashi had it in Naruto, where he had the Sharingan, but he had a thing over it because he couldn't deactivate it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's similar to that, but an eye. Hi, help! I'm a nerd. Save me.
You just watched Naruto so you could write Kakashi fan fiction.
I'd like to point out I stopped after the tuning exam arc because I got bored.
But nevertheless, I could go for a drink, and very fortunately, that's exactly what we're starting off with.
Decker?
Okay, we have two donations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don Ochtenberg donated $5, going, if you three were in the MCU as superheroes, what would your powers and weapons be? Do we have to do this now? I didn't have enough time to prep.
Well, when I played City of Heroes, I could fly and I had a big-ass gun.
Actually, I can picture Decker's superpower in the MCU being that he literally talks people into unconsciousness. Like
He does that normally.
Yeah, his voice affects brainwaves so that people go into coma when he rambles.
He did that to me once. One of your Sakura game reviews.
You know how mutant powers work. They latch on to some aspect of a person and make it go nuts.
It's also supposed to come forward when you face trauma, so I would have been mutant by now.
I would have been mutant like when I was in elementary school. I don't
Why
think
does
I'd
it
be
wait until they're like teenagers? It's like what?
It's usually teenagers or the body goes into some form of trauma. It depends situation. Because I know for when they were making X-23, they decided to activate her regenerative healing abilities via exposing her to her at the right age where it should have activated, but exposed her to a lot of radiation. Thank goodness it succeeded.
Yeah, but no. I think Cat's actually. I think I could see Cat having super strength. I could see Cat being like one of the world's strongest women in the MCU.
I with the bad back.
Yeah,
I was thinking more along the lines of like those horror things where you have the comic writer and they draw something and it comes to life.
I like that one.
That was the second one I was going to. Either Cat has super strength or her drawings can come to life and attack people for her.
Oh God, with all the stuff I have.
Or just come to life in general, and whatever it is they do, they do.
Give me a minute. I need to draw husbando.
Of course, she realizes that if she draws Decker and creepy Yowie, then she will have made a lot of people happy.
I want to point out, never done that. You're on here.
What about me though? What would mine be? I don't know.
The ability to make plushies become alive and kill us all, which is ironic because you don't like Chucky.
Yeah, I know. That's actually a horrifying power.
That's great because then you're not using it all the time because it creeps you out.
Yeah.
Savage Tiger donated $20.
Well, I see. I just asking. Mr. Roboto asked what happened to the Decker couch.
Which one?
That's a good question because there's like there have been three of them by now.
Yeah, there was the one when you had the house where you had the yellow background. There was the one you had before you started doing the green screen. There was another one, and there was a funny video about how the couch got changed, and you were very depressed about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the OG couch got like absolutely destroyed, but I think technically it still exists somewhere. Secondary couch. The second couch is still in use, but it's not mine.
And the tertiary couch.
The third couch caught fire. Now, fortunately, this was intentional.
Why did you burn a couch?
Because we were not. It was very uncomfortable, and we did not like it.
So you burnt it.
We had to dispose of it. We live out in the 6th. This big burn pile. Throw it on there.
How do you know there wasn't like some weird chemical reaction that could happen with the inside of the sofa and basically?
You think this is the first couch I've points?
No, I don't think it's the first couch that Decker has.
No, Decker, it's not. Hi.
Anyway, Savage Tiger 13 donated $20.
Decker has to read it.
One Decker has to read.
Yeah.
The Sniper and Ghost in the Shell series has a robot eye that is linked with a satellite that he kept covered when not in use.
I do remember that, actually. That was cool. And yes, you were correct, I want to say.
And next one.
And the...
And the female Master Sergeant of the platoon is a synthetic-like Bishop, and she wears a solid black eye patch like Snake Plissken in Escape from... Okay. All right. I like the synthetic from the comics who was a synthetic xenomorph who smoked cigars.
Did he talk?
Yes, of course he did.
Did he have a heavy New York accent?
I'm not sure it was a comic.
Did you imagine him having a heavy New York accent when reading it? Now you will when you read it.
God damn it.
Two things. One, Motorcycle US said, why can't the all-powerful shining gun see through a millimeter of cloth? That's a good question. Also, Baddie is here.
Oi!
Oh.
Dude, hi. Wow, you look beautiful.
Been a while.
Been 1,000 years.
So how have you been?
I'm alive. You know,
well, that's mainly the thing I was actually concerned about, honestly. So good.
Must not make topping big thick black daddy jokes. Must not make topping thick black daddy jokes.
Now, anyway, we were all discussing who here has the biggest ass.
Decker, you're not eligible for that because you have to have an ass to begin with.
It's right there.
It is not. Decker!
So is this the point we're going to demand that Decker drop trowel in front of the camera so that...
No, he just has to wear a pair of leather pants. He's got to wear those pants where basically if you sneeze, they rip.
Nah.
Oh, they're painted on.
I I thought you were going to bring up those pants that they made back in the 80s where the ass was see-through plastic.
Why didn't you tell me that was a fashion thing I could have drawn? Well, now I have ideas.
What?
Do not ask what I've been drawing on my own free time now that I'm not doing
Yeah,
stuff
that's
for
what
Dick.
none of my business sound like.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, we still have the first order of news. Move over, Nuka Rum. Make way, The Last of Us 2 beer. It's time for Resident Evil Cocalero.
Isn't that just Coke with wine mixed with it?
No, not according to the article.
Oh.
Not with that attitude.
It's herbal liquor. I have no idea. It's green.
Oh.
Green? I'm interested.
It's got like Central American history, but the company making this is Irish. But I mean, that kind of gives them free reign for any kind of booze. So.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking there is this one drink in Iceland which is like really bitter, but is like common to do shots of.
Can I get high off of it?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I'm a man on a mission now.
To Iceland, where he will be the one with the most melanin. Melanin?
Yes, melanin.
Melanin. I accidentally said melatonin once.
Melatonin is the stuff that you take to go to sleep.
I know.
Seafish is asking.
Yeah, that shit
can
doesn't
we
work
get-
on me.
And the Bodu count rises.
The Bodu? What's a
Yeah,
Bodu?
I heard about Dave Bautista playing Marcus Phoenix. Like, look at that chin, look at that neck. How could you?
How can you not?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he likes the character. That's why he didn't want to do Fast and Furious. He's like, I love Gears of War. I want to be a part of this. I love this thing.
Right now, all they've got is a
busted.
scan of Dave Bautista. You can choose to have Dave Bautista be Marcus Phoenix in Gears 5.
And people are already like, people are now finding out like how much of a gamer he really is.
Oh God, falling in love with him all over
That's
again.
why he was way more biased towards Gears of War. Also, have you seen the art director behind Gears of War?
The game or the movie?
There's a movie? Sorry to hear that.
There's
But,
a movie coming
yeah,
out.
the
That's what Dave wants to be in.
Oh yeah, right. Well, I haven't seen the movie yet. So
Well,
The
it
movie hasn't come out
yet.
yet. They're still
Video
script
game.
writing.
it's for the video game. You can see where a lot of inspiration comes from if you ever look him up. I saw a picture of him and I was just looked at him and then I looked at all the characters and I was like, oh, it all makes sense because he's also a power lifter.
Yeah.
So he's a
Covenant's-
power lifter who draws.
Covenant Slayer. Romulan Ale has been around for like since not the at least the 60s. So that being around before the Resident Evil themed booze, which Resident Evil came out in 1990. What again?
1996.
Thank you. You know,
I was
Romulan
trying
Ale-
to think because it's like a 90 something. I was like 98. No, that's when the game takes place.
Yeah, but Covenant Slayer was pointing going, it's so weird that it took Resident Evil this long to make an alcohol. But Romulan Ale has already been made. Yeah, Romulan Ale has been in a fandom that's been around longer than Resident Evil. It is still shocking it took this long, though. Mind you, there's also that whole thing where video games were basically meant for kids, and why would you make alcohol for a thing that is meant for kids, even though Resident Evil is definitely not for kids?
Yeah. But this is
What about the Addams
this specific one is technically not a tie-in with Resident Evil, but Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, the Netflix series.
Well, Cinnabite Crunch is back. You're reading that one. You're reading that one. Not me.
All right, fine. Hold on. All right, ladies, pack up your moist beds and dip. Thick Black Dad is back, and I call dibs.
And that's why I made him read it.
Okay.
Did Resident Evil have their own sort?
Who does it?
I can't
Oh,
remember.
did you know I heard that supposedly they're going to try to turn Monster Hunter into a franchise?
A franchise?
It's
No.
already
No.
a franchise. Oh, the movie?
The movie.
Why?
Okay. Oh, man.
Remember
Oh.
what they did with the Resident Evil movie franchise?
Hold on.
It's the same guy working on it. It's the same guy. Okay.
Yeah, no, hold on. You want to know the cherry on top?
Mia, whatever her name is going to star in it as well and become some all-powerful god.
Yeah, I like cheesecake too. No. They're also talking about doing a crossover with Godzilla.
Okay, so Monster
These are
Hunter,
rumors, mind
Okay.
you.
I know Monster Hunter isn't weird when the video game itself is not weird with doing crossovers. There is some Phoenix Wright crossovers. There's a Final Fantasy 15 one. There is a Witcher one. well, not 15, Final Fantasy 15, one of the Final Fantasies, there is a Witcher crossover, but this again is all in-game events. So it's not too weird, but still, what?
Yeah.
And the irony is that Godzilla is a franchise that has a giant monster in it. None of the other franchises that it's crossed over with have monsters.
Wait,
And as much as the whole thing with Monster Hunter is you're hunting monsters, I can't help but feel that with Godzilla, they might be biting off a little more than they can chew.
like even the hardest character that I've ever fought against, which he was in the session with me when I did it, kicked my proverbial ass. I don't think...
It was great.
No, it wasn't.
Great to watch.
Thoughts on the original Resident Evil movie? Really like it, especially the train fight, but I know a lot of people didn't like it or its sequels. I feel like the original was the best of those, mainly because Alice hadn't had the chance of completely destroying the series and teabagging over every character you love yet.
Mm-hmm.
The train battle was interesting. The fact that they had the liquor kind of standing in as the big bad was an interesting choice. They had it turned into sort of a super liquor.
Super Liquor, now the name of the next pornography.
I get that it would have been very difficult to do the Tyrant or William Birkin, but
Birkin.
It's a liquor.
Yeah.
Liquors weren't scary until the Resident Evil remake.
Is it weird that I was sort of, when I first watched the original Resident Evil movie, I was expecting the random ass snake. Does everyone remember that snake? Like, why is it there? Why is there a giant snake?
Who's a sex symbol of Live and Wire that can only be one?
If we did a fusion dance, does that count as a 1?
Oh, I can ruin it
right there.
You have no ass! Dietary!
I will not stand for this slander.
Yeah, what are you sitting on?
Hopes and dreams of small people.
Terry Crews to be played by Coltrane. That probably would have been a good idea before you ruined his career.
Ooh, Terry Crews?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Wait, which thing are you talking about? Because we might be thinking of totally different things.
The Terry Crews thing.
Okay.
We're talking about
I was talking to my friend about that, and I was like, what if they just shrunk him down for some weird reason and put him in Monster Hunter? Because that's the only way I could think of. Granted, if there's any Monster Hunter World players out there, there is Maga Malores, some weird name, where she is basically Godzilla Jr.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest I've ever seen him go.
Yeah, I think that might have been actually inspired by Godzilla. Just a little. You can see it.
No, there's all sorts of inspirations everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Mothra reference.
For an example, Legiana, the original concept of Legiana came from Rodan.
I hate Legiana. Don't ask.
What's that little armadillo-looking thing? It's not part of the Godzilla universe, but it is part of the kaiju universe. He's like a turtle that spins around really fast and hits people.
Gamera.
Yeah,
that guy.
That is a kaiju.
That's Decker's favorite kaiju.
So anyway, it was talking about what's his name? Not Rotoban. Yeah, Rotoban. Rotoban was inspired by that. Why is my brain doing this? I just said his name.
Gamera.
Yeah.
Oh no, real mullets, take that back or Decker's gonna go on a 5-hour rant about how Gamera is great. Gamera is wonderful. Gamera, protector of the children.
So, Gamera was initially introduced in the 50s with Gamera the Invincible, which was misspelled in the American release with 2 M's. Now, this is the one where Gamera was all the evil, bad thing coming to destroy Japan. However, even in his first initial release, there was a stupid kid climbing a frickin' lighthouse for no apparent reason, being a moron, trying to be friends with the giant killer turtle. And the giant killer turtle was like, "It's okay, I'll save you," and just caught him before he fell to his death. And then he went on to burn to death a whole group of teenagers dancing.
With that great song, Gamera.
Da 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 da. Gamera. Da da da.
Black Daddy is suddenly surrounded by white people dancing. Literally.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here quiet.
Anyway.
Okay. Have you ever watched or seen the anime Demon Slayer? It's been blowing up recently, so I was wondering if you've ever seen it.
Cat hasn't been retweeting that on Twitter, so he can't.
Cannot say I recall that.
That's the
At
one
all.
with the guy with the warthog with the boar head, and he fights people. There's a girl with a weird tube in her mouth that she keeps holding, and she runs around.
I've seen them, but I haven't seen the anime.
The anime. Okay.
Like, I walk past things and there's posters, and I'm like, huh. But I haven't sat down in front of a TV with it moving, like, huh. Like, that hasn't happened yet.
I'm sorry. I'm just like looking at. I'm just playing with settings. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know. What does this do? Fuck.
You need an icon for that.
Also, Motorcycle US, Mothra. Mothra all the way.
Mothra. Excuse me.
Masurai.
Masurai.
How do I undo the damage? Found it.
That way.
There we go.
Hello. Have you come to hear about our Lord and Savior Mothra?
So
Welcome to Kaiju Church. Mass will begin shortly.
Later, we will be talking about the other one.
on the news
Deceiver.
about the Resident Evil, the zombie booze, the Cosalero biohazard, which
We have a
you can
$4
see the
donation.
Infinite Darkness label on in the marketing itself, is set to go live this July. It's not the first gaming cross booze hybrid. Assassin's Creed also has a pretty impressive wine line.
That. Also, we have a donation for Comic Girl 267. Hi, everyone. I can't say, but I wanted to stop by and say hi. Take care, everyone. Smiley
Thank
face.
you very much for the donation.
Heart.
Yep.
Yeah, there was also Doom Vodka, which I always ask people.
Oh, the bone vodka.
I remember
Made
asking
with real bone.
cattle, not human. For legal reasons.
Bone!
I know some people who are like, I tried just to say it. Say I tried it.
Ooh.
I was like, can I put it in my entrails orange juice? Like, how far are we going with this?
Decker, not entrails orange juice. Anything but entrails orange
I keep
juice.
it in my
No.
refrigerator next to my stash of urine that I, save just for emergency.
And beside the purple stuff that's always in Sunny D commercials.
See, now I'm
Where's
just
my
thinking of the
emergency
Akideris
Bible?
video where she's there eating weird,
Where is my emergency Bible?
ordering from the weird English menu in the Japanese restaurant, and she purchased the raw uterus to see what it was, and found out that it was raw uterus.
Raw uterus isn't a thing in England.
She's in Japan.
Japan, I don't think eats. I hope. Yeah, they don't
I
cover.
saw it.
They don't cover that in Yakuza. His hair's so pretty.
You see, that sounds like all like cool and stuff, but once you start trying it, you find like the teeth are very hard to get your fingers around. All the cocoa starts pouring out your eye holes, and it's like
Decker, first off, when you seal a human brain properly, it has enough capacity to hold a whole bottle of wine. No, do not ask how I know this, and no, none of my friends let me go grave robbing to test it out. Second, pretend this is a human skull. You hold it where the hole where the spine is, which in this case will be the butt of the Godzilla, is where you drink from.
That sounds rough.
No. Well, drinking out of a Godzilla.
Oddly and disturbingly knowledgeable.
Why does everyone get freaked out that I know how to drink properly out of a human skull? I would like to point out, I have told this stuff to my friends, and they always respond with, Cat, it's 4 a.m., we're not going grave robbing.
Don Ochtenberg dropped $5, asks, would you guys be on board with Godzilla versus Gamera if their studios would finally get off their asses on it? At this point, I'd say yes, even though I know Gamera's going to be beaten by Godzilla because Godzilla's fan base is much larger. Just because I want a new Gamera movie.
Decker.
So bad.
Okay, I'll help you, Decker. I'll help you. I have so many toys on my desk.
Sebastian Iman
Here.
said, hey,
Here.
Sebastian, thank you very much for the $2 Canadian dollars.
Hello, here, Decker. Gamera.
Really? Favorite guilty pleasure is Resident Evil 2002. James Cameron.
Oh, that reminds me. My Uncle Jason is a huge Gamera fan. I found another one existing on this earth. In
Power
America.
of Gain compels you. I'm trying to figure out what Gain is.
Is
Gain.
Gain is Gain. Do not question Gain. Gain is eternal. Gain is all-knowing. Do not question the Gain.
God damn it, woman! I just put this down.
Why do you have that?
Because I read it.
Do you really now?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I
just
have a
because
bookmark and
Mothra
everything.
became like Super Mothra in their little trilogy.
Also, Mothra is very popular amongst the ladies.
Gamera is more the Rocky of Gamera is more the Rocky of
Nah, that
kaiju.
bitch is Clubber Lang.
Now Gamera gets knocked down, but he keeps coming back.
So he gets knocked down, but he gets up again. He'll never gonna keep him down.
Exactly.
So does
Decker,
every
you-
other kaiju Decker, as long as they can keep making money off the franchise.
Yeah, with the power of friendship
But like
and money.
in Gamera 2
Friends.
spent most of the movie dead.
What was that one where he was in it and then he died and then he reincarnated into teeny tiny turtle?
That was Gamera the Brave, the first of what was intended to be a new trilogy, but it did so poorly it was the only one to come out in the Millennium Era.
Just saw the Sebastian Iman donated $2 Canadian. I just saw The Conjuring 3. Above La Llorona sucks. I'm gonna watch a La Llorona movie done in Mexico. Where
I've only
where the
seen
story's
one
from.
La Llorona movie, and it was one of those that was so low quality.
Yeah, I remember. You reviewed it.
I wouldn't.
laughed.
I don't know. Like if I were to review that now, I don't know how well my audience would take it.
Yeah. No,
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
find out soon, though, once I finally get the Raiga versus Oga review done, because the quality of this is not much higher.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to watch a La Llorona movie, watch ones that are made in Mexico. They're really good. And in the great words of Grimm, I scared the crap out of my sister by making her think La Llorona was in our house for a whole month.
What if
It's
Bigfoot
that prevalent
was Jason
there.
who found some really good hair tonic?
So,
Well, then Bigfoot is not like that jerky's not made out of beef, is what I'm saying.
Sebastian Iman donated $5. Gamera, don't wait.
All
hold
right,
on, I
just
don't.
a heads up. If I suddenly disappear, it's because my pizza's here.
What kind of pizza? What kind of
I need
toppings? And are you
pizza.
sharing? What
I
kind of
don't
toppings?
know. One of my streamer mod guys like ordered it for me randomly.
I want random friends to give me pizza. Decker, why don't you give me pizza, Decker?
Well, I am just a jerk. So anyway,
Okay.
on with the news.
Yeah, yes, the new Apple product, the eye jerk.
Did
I
you ever read the Super
Nuka Rum?
Sebastian Edmund?
Oh yeah, Sebastian Iman, don't call it a comeback. I can't remember the rhythm to that song. That's the problem. You're asking the white girl to do rhythm.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Been
A
writing
new
Pink.
Matrix film
Pink.
coming out in December?
What?
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to come out around the same time John Wick's 4 is supposed to come out.
Keanu is in it?
In both of them, yes.
So it's going to be the battle
But
of
didn't he
Keanu.
die in the last?
Yeah, I've already had this discussion. I don't know.
Maybe it's a clone.
Okay, I guess he was already
he was on the
Matrix
backup hard
Jesus,
drive.
so
He's on my old iOmega's terabyte hard drive I've had
Like-
for 10 plus
Like,
years.
what's the start of the movie? Just him on a floppy drive.
But and
Yeah.
on the topic of Resident Evil, with the
Uh-huh.
Resident Evil booze,
Go on.
might talk a little bit about the Resident Evil remakes. Specifically, now this is going to be a Code Veronica remake. At least that's sort of the plan, except for the fact that it's not being done by Capcom.
Oh. You know, wait, how bad is Capcom when it comes to their copyright? Is it like Nintendo levels of bad? Or Sega levels?
No, there's the link to the. I'm going to post a link to the fan website where they're putting this project together. recvfanremake.webnode.es.
That's a lot of periods.
So, says on an excerpt, the game will be a remake made by the fans that recreates the entire game following the style of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remake, and at the same time respecting the original game a lot. Gameplay totally reimagined and adapted, so you can relive the events of Rockford Island in a whole new way. The game will be totally free, however. The group of fans were keen to push that all rights belong to Capcom and the project has no commercial purpose or anything like that.
So like
So-
fan fiction.
It all comes down to, is Capcom going to be like
Nintendo.
Sega about it? So like, hey, as long as you're not saying that it's some sort of weird, crazy shit in this, and as long as you're not making money, it's good. Or are they going to go about it the Nintendo way, and a cease and desist is going to be coming soon?
Soon. Or is it going to be like, Bethesda? And Bethesda's like, I know, because there's a modding community that's trying to make a mod in Skyrim, which basically shows Cyrodiil and is recreating.
Cyrodiil, Oblivion.
Yeah, there's Oblivion, and there's also, I think they were trying to do the one before Oblivion.
Morrowind.
Morrowind. Thank you. I'm dumb. And like they made it a rule, that the mod will not activate unless you have a copy of Morrowind or Oblivion on your hard drive. So it's
That makes sense.
So they're like, you can't get this. You can't just get free. No, you have to own this game. So I'm like, okay, that's actually clever. How are they coding that?
Well, I mean, it could be like I had on my
Says a knock at my door. Pizza.
on my lovely Oculus Quest. I have the original Doom in virtual reality as produced by Dr. Beef. Now, since Dr. Beef doesn't own Doom, and people who do own Doom never put it on Oculus Quest, that makes the question, how the hell do you do that? And the way that works is that I download the Dr. Beef's Quest Doom launcher, and then I go into the files myself, and I use my own damn copy of Doom, put that on my Quest, and then the Quest will read that file and play Doom in VR.
Oh, also the Spiken donated $1.99 going, also new Predator film being made, guess it's going to be in the past. Predator versus Samurai!
You kind of had that a little bit.
No, but you remember the crazy samurai battle you've been...
Yeah, that was awesome.
But imagine that, more samurai, and maybe some ninja, and Predator. Like, no one would watch that? No one would watch that? That or Pirates and Vikings. Anyway. Yes, I do play D&D.
Predator. I actually like that idea.
Also, yes, I do. Timothy Armstrong play D&D. I've never played Baldur's Gate. It never interested me. I don't know why. It just never has.
Though I wonder if the Predators go back in time far enough, will they just not use the plasma caster? Or will they do it's a sequel, it's a new movie, the body count has to be higher and the enemies have to be more and more badass, and we find out it's a super duper super predator, and they've got like 10 plasma casters, and they're just like shooting everyone all at once, like,
and just kill and just get rid of all of Kyoto. Yeah, that is a very good question when it comes to predators that they've never answered, because predators are hunting for the best hunt, right?
And then
are they allowed?
Tearing through Kyoto, tearing through the pagoda, gets to the last guy there, and he's like, "Nani, the hell are you?
Nani, the fuck, get out of here! Take off your shoes!" Which is also my mother when I walk in when it's raining.
Will we still have that incredibly homoerotic handshake?
It wasn't my pizza.
Oh,
it wasn't your pizza.
They also nixed Predators versus Knights. Oh, was that? I saw a little thing of that. I think that was a fan thing that was done, though.
Yeah, the fan film, Predator: Dark Age.
Yeah.
We need more killer clown movies.
Yes.
Everyone says that.
Did I stream on YouTube?
Gonna be feature Kamachi Warriors, Leaders of Moon. Okay.
Oh man, I looked over at Creepy's cam at the wrong time. I thought he was like his white arm and the black clothes when he bent over. I thought he bent over and we just seeing like the very tip of his ass crack. I was like, what the fuck?
That's a fun trick to do to people. Just bend your arm in the right way, take a photo of it.
No, because it looked like his shirt was like lifted up, and it looked like his shorts was just like right at his ass crack. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I was looking at the Resident Evil Code remake. They have some video of what they've been doing. Everyone's saying it looks amazing. I'm looking at it like the animation needs a lot of work.
On
what?
I know, but still, it's incredibly stiff.
Resident Evil fan project. They're remaking Code Veronica. Which I, as a fan of Code Veronica, and apparently the only person in the universe some days, am kind of intrigued.
Well, also there's the question of legality in terms of copyright. If they make all their own stuff, they're pretty well in the clear, but they're looking for something that looks like Resident Evil 2, 3 Remake, and that's done in the RE engine, and the RE engine uses a lot of photogrammetry assets. And most people don't have access to photogrammetry technology.
No one is behind my curtain, Ethan. It's just the air from my air conditioner
And in that little alpha build they have thrown together, it's clearly using photogrammetry assets. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Capcom owns that.
Isn't there also like a weird skeevy thing? Because I remember the Oblivion people, the people who made the Oblivion mod for Skyrim, they had an issue with legality when it came to the voice acting, which is why they had to do voice acting from the ground up themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, even though, yes, now they are doing this whole asset thing, there's still some legality issues.
What's been my most favorite summer special so far?
The summer where he doesn't lose his mind.
Gotta love those.
I still really like the summer of Freddy vs. Jason. I think it all came together very nicely. The summer of Hellraiser was fun.
I like that.
And Summer of the Planet of the Apes is always a nice one to go back to.
Yeah, but now it's missing the one about you guys going humanoid and wait, did Decker review the pornography, or was that on Creepy's channel, the pornography?
I think the pornography was on my channel.
Oh, yeah.
And Creepy had the cartoon show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can find that kicking around somewhere. I'm trying to figure out which.
Again,
I have it archived on an M disk. It should
listen to all that, none of my business.
Find where it's hiding.
The Spike In donated some money and goes, thought on a CG aliens film with colonial marines.
No, fuck that. I want an aliens film with Warhammer. No, I'm done.
Warhammer? You want Warhammer?
I feel like a CG aliens film at least has a chance of taking place in the 23rd century. Whereas so many times when they get their hands on the product, they're like, okay, we're going to make a new movie. They always make it in modern fucking times because it's cheaper.
What? It wasn't cheaper to do it in modern times when they did the first Alien movie.
The first Alien movie wasn't modern times.
Oh, wait, did you guys throw a rock at the Powerpuff Girls thing?
What?
Oh, we haven't talked about that yet, but we were talking about the Resident Evil remakes and stuff, and I wanted to bring up the Twitter poll.
Good, you can talk about that.
It's not on Twitter. I forgot that. That's an important part. It's not on Twitter. It's on the YouTube community page now. But that also, I got to bring up the previous poll, the one from last Live and Wired, where we had several hundred votes before it closed. Well, it didn't close. That's the thing. These polls on YouTube community page don't close. And it kept getting votes. So the 400 votes went 51% towards the sodomizing sloths. I guess this needs context. I should explain. Okay, so that was about the adult reboot of the Legends of the Hidden Temple, and we were going adult, hee, that means sex. So we changed all the team names to something involving sex. And winning at 51% with 400 votes, the whole poll at the time was sodomizing sloths. Well, now there are 3,400 votes, and sodomizing sloths hold 53%. So
that's funny.
we got a lot there. But now with the new Live and Wired poll, which game needs the remake treatment next? Option 1 is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Number 2 is Resident Evil Dead Aim.
Dino Crisis.
Number 3 is Resident Evil Survivor.
Ew. Dino Crisis.
Number 4 is Resident Evil 6.
Man, did I make the mistake of going on my way? Oh man, that game, Resident Survivor, is going to be great. I went on my way to get that game, and man.
Oh god. And number 5 is Dino Crisis.
Fuck yeah! I mean, cool, man.
We have that going on the community page. I'm going to be sharing the link out to the chat momentarily.
What's going on? Hello?
I changed Silent Hill to Dino Crisis due to popular demand.
All right. No, before that.
Oh, you're doing the
Dino
Twitter
Crisis.
poll. Not Twitter. It's the poll for the YouTube. I keep calling it the Twitter poll, but it's not Twitter. But we got a kitty. We have a kitty. They got big eyes.
Yeah, she does. She has big eyes or resting bitch face. Your choice. This is Marshmallow Fluff, everyone.
That's like a Siamese Maine Coon.
Siamese Himalayan.
Oh, Himalayan. Okay.
Not Maine Coon. Look how small she is. She ain't a. Oh god, she is heavy.
She'd have an even poofier face if she was a he. Just saying.
Don't question the gender of my cat.
I'm
How you
saying, male cats have manes. They go poofing around the
Hello,
chin.
Gabriel.
I know. Okay, audience. Yeah, she does have a little milk mustache. Everyone notices that when I show off my fur ball. Yes, she does. She's adorable. She's not looking at the camera. Look at the camera. Kitty. Don't look away.
I think she has.
ADHD, yes.
That
Where's
was
Tara?
my fourth guess.
Where's Tara?
What?
Tara, where are you?
Oh no, what are you doing? Are we having a cat off?
Tara's not here right now.
Why would she be on the moon, Decker? Look, that's Decker. Look, that's Decker. He's on the moon. Yeah, she doesn't believe you're on the moon either.
Ari, Survivor, and Dead Aim. Here come the flashbacks. Yeah. Survivor was evidently much better in Japan because it was actually originally designed as a light gun game that you could move around in, which sounds pretty awesome, especially for PlayStation 1.
Cinobite donated $2 going, yo, meow meow, blink twice if you need help. Do you need help, honey?
Cats don't blink.
No, they do when they want to show affection, and they only blink to people that they truly, truly trust, because it means that I'm okay with not looking at you. Okay. Because they basically
Then
trust
why has my cat never blinked at me?
Well, basically, she
It
doesn't...
wins every staring contest.
Decker. Cats only blink because they basically mean I trust you enough that you will not try to kill me when I'm not looking at you. It's the same way why they show you their butthole. It's the way they show they trust you.
You know what, John Skeleton? I will double check to make sure the belt is going around everything, and if your see if your tensioner pulley is spring based.
So
spring and
this is a sign of trust.
Yeah, that no.
No, that's a sign of you lying. Also, the cat wants out of the room.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Just imagine like OG Resident Evil with the RE engine.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of people are saying like Resident Evil 4 should be next because it's like 2, 3, next comes 4. But I'm thinking like a Resident Evil 4 remake would look better, but it would be the same game. And that's also when things lead a little bit more action. And one of the things I really liked about Resident Evil 2 remake is that it did harken back to the horror and the slow tension, and the zombies take a lot of bullets, and you gotta be conservative with your ammo, and it's like, what the fuck? And I feel like Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0 done up like the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake I'd be much more interested in that kind of project.
Sebastian Iman donated $2 Canadian dollars, going, one small step for meow, one giant leap for kitty kind. And Spiketon donated $4.99, going, thoughts on a Predator film with where Predator wins in the future with. I can't fucking read with ADHD. Thoughts on a Predator film where Predator wins, and in the future with the Colonial Marines, original AVP would have had 2 USCM vessels snow planted. Show update on film.
Show up at end of film.
Show up at end of film. Oh!
No problems.
Ooh.
Did you hurt your ass?
Yes.
So I always like the idea of an AVP kind of film where it's kind of like the games, where you have a separate story for the humans and the predators and the aliens, and they all kind of coalesce and work together in some ways. The
like
first
the
AVP sort of had a little thing going on there with the humans, but they teamed up. Most of the predators got killed off. Most of the humans got killed off, and the one human and one predator just teamed up to power couple their way through the rest of the aliens. And there wasn't really much of an alien story other than the fact that Grid, that's a recognizable one right there.
Hello.
Yeah, sex.
Interestingly enough,
The Predator? No.
Requiem had more of 3 separate stories going on, where the elder predator was just going around murdering everyone, like, fuck you. The humans didn't interact with the predators or the aliens other than to get killed by them. And they had their own thing they were trying to do to survive. And the Predalien was kind of its character going around doing its thing, with its story being an absolutely abhorrent curse on the land and cinema at the same time.
And let's not talk about the scene in the maternity ward. Wait, is this on the right side?
It's like, hey, you know what? You know what? No one ever likes in horror: killing babies. Let's speedrun killing as many babies as possible.
Show the truest of evil, and these aliens are evil. When in reality, aliens are just protecting themselves. We have invaded their land. We have encroached on them. It's like the freaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah,
they had the right to self-defend.
The Texas Chainsaw misunderstanding.
Exactly. This is all a misunderstanding. If John Hurt followed freaking quarantine protocols, we wouldn't have the issue in Alien.
Ooh.
Wait,
is Final Fantasy 6 the one where the guy suplexed a fucking train?
Don't look at me. I've only played 15.
Man, that's so great.
I'm pretty sure 6 is 3.
Did you guys read?
Or 3 is 6, depending on how you look.
The actual 6, god damn it.
So 3.
So 3.
Yes, because Super Nintendo.
Numbering.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Why yes?
Do you want to?
The film would have had a different script, though. But yeah. But we don't talk about Requiem in this street. Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Lord-
Did someone say Archie versus the Predator?
Yes, that was a thing. Same with Archie and Archie and freaking Punisher. Yes, that was a thing also.
So I wonder if Requiem would actually be able to be seen on an
Hello,
OLED
Google.
TV. Like
What?
OLED HDR, like all the get the blackest blacks around.
Can't get the blackest black because Anish Kapoor has the rights to black is black. Although there is a substitute available from Stuart Semple, which
I'm talking about OLED TV screen technology.
Oh, old TV screen technology. You're not
OLED.
What's OLED?
It's what my watch is done up with.
Oh. The communicator. Gotcha.
My Pip Boy.
It's too tiny to be a Pip Boy. It's a communicator from freaking Power Rangers. It is a Power Rangers It's a Power Rangers communicator.
You see that little light there? It keep the track of the life signs on my arm and tells me my status.
Speaking.
Single.
It keeps track of how stressed I am.
Speaking of Power Rangers, Decker.
Thank you.
Let me look. My stress levels have just gone up. I'll have you know.
You talking to me? That's why they are.
There's one where they go on a date.
What? Wait, hold on. Wait, what's going on?
No. Archie doesn't date the Predator. They just
Damn
have fun at an ice cream parlor. But what?
Okay. Let's
Article number 3.
rip the bandage off now, and then we can talk about the other reboot that's happening in article number 2.
Okay. So, go Power Rangers!
The copyright.
Okay, so they're talking about rebooting it
Again.
Yet again.
What was wrong with the last? Oh yeah, I was gonna say what was wrong with the last reboot? Remembers everything at once.
Yeah, because you didn't see jack shit until like the last 20 minutes of the movie.
That's not the thing. They freaking did a character assassination of Kimberly.
Yeah.
Character assassination.
Fuck.
I'm.
Oh yeah, didn't the OG and Tommy something Frank?
Yeah,
Yeah, they made a
Jason
cameo
David,
in the movie.
Yeah, the OG Kimberly and the OG Jason David Frank did a cameo in it. Trust me, I looked.
I don't
And
know why I said that, considering I know Jason David Frank lives like 40 minutes from my house.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back down.
Same here.
Yeah, like no bullshit, dude. He lives in Katy, Texas.
Huh.
I thought he lived
I also
in
know.
California.
No, he moved. I know that one of the original Red Power Rangers, not Rocky, the one after him, he lives in Utah.
That state's
Yeah.
boring.
No.
Preview, would you like to take this one?
Yes. Yes, I
Don't
would.
read the whole article because we might be 20,000 pages
Oh,
long.
yeah, it definitely would. I got the excerpt on the news sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got
Did
the
you start doing that because?
I've got
Did you
the
start doing that because of the Pee Wee
Yes,
Herman?
because of all these articles that just meandered and had nothing to say about the actual news and were just filling out time. And I'm like, God damn it!
Did I charge you by the word?
Yeah.
The news above it actually was a prime example of that kind of article.
We'll talk about that one after this one.
Right.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Anyway, Paramount is pushing forward with a new Power Rangers reboot. Yet again. This again! As revealed by THR back in December, director Jonathan Entwistle is helming the movie, which will sport a unique Back to the Future-like spin on the franchise. Expected to follow a bunch of modern-day Rangers back in the past, the 90s to be exact, where they'll attempt to return to their own time. You know, the weird thing is, I actually think that this isn't a bad premise.
I'm worried about the execution more than anything because I can see
Yes, motorcycle.
many traps that can fall down.
I see two problems. One, the execution, and two, you know what happens when a franchise gets rebooted too many times in a short period of time? People just don't bother going to see any of the movies anymore because none of it is going to matter because they'll just reboot it in a few
Boot
years.
it again.
Yeah.
I was gonna say also there's like this whole I mean, I know they want to try to do the nostalgia factor, but you know what would be interesting? I know comic book movies are overdone to hell and back.
They
But the
sell.
Yes, they do. But there is an official Power Rangers comic with the original team in a more modernish setting. And then there's the Lord Darkon arc, which would be very interesting to see in a form of film, even if animated. Why not just do that? I know everyone just wants to go for Mighty Morphin, but maybe try something else.
Turbo?
Not that!
SPD.
Lost Galaxy.
Fuck you.
Fine, Wild Force. Wild Force.
God, what was his name? Andreas? Or what was his name? The lead character guy with the long hair. He looked like Discount Instinct all merged into one.
Fine, Lost in Space. Or Lost Space. Whatever. The one that wasn't Lost Galaxy but was before that one. Which is technically a sequel to Turbo. Oh god. It all comes back to Turbo. Oh no, wait, wasn't Turbo, it was Zeo. Then Can someone explain the timeline, please, for those of us who are now breaking their own brain?
Shattered grid line, definitely. Yeah. Oh, have anybody by any chance read any of the Power Rangers comics?
Did I not just mention it? Yes.
I'm high.
I don't know how to read.
Decker, you have to write your own script. Oh, that's why it takes forever for him to write a script.
That's why I get creepy to do it.
What? What? This is Archie versus Sharknado?
Is that like official or is that like fanon?
I'm about to.
Sebastian Iman donated $2 Canadian.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What?
Ooh. But
Yeah, Power Rangers in Space was awesome. Thank you. No, but no, like I get it. Mighty Morphin is the one you think
Fuck
of.
off.
Not Dino Thunder. Fuck Dino Thunder. They promised me Jason David Frank goodness. Did I get it? No.
I think you just described at least 15% of all film.
I was about to say that's like every Night of the Living Dead. Of the Living Dead. Do we own copyright to all the Living Dead movies now?
Well, I know Night of the Living Dead is technically public domain.
Did the moon attack you? Is something happening on the moon, Decker?
I just really want to take my boots off. This dog had me run out and take her for a walk right before we started, and I didn't have time to take my boots off.
Rise Camilleri. Yes, that is true. They had the best theme song. Ooh, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue had a really good theme song, too.
No, I just have a giant nose.
It is very common amongst people
It's
who aren't.
actually, I got this nose from my mother, who was half Polish, quarter Greek, quarter Czechoslovakian.
Yeah, that's how you get one.
But it's pretty much the Greek nose just kept going down, and it ended up on my face.
And it never stopped.
Yep. Great capacity for coke snorting.
He has he would enjoy the floor polish.
Calls for
Bag
this.
inside out.
I'm doing drugs.
And it's been an hour and 5 minutes.
Sebastian Emmon donated $2 more Canadian again. So thank you.
He did? Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, why not? Tommy.
There's that one, and
Yeah.
there's that one. Okay.
Yeah, and then Tommy and Sebastian Iman goes, why not? Tommy came back as a black Brachiosaurus. Here's the problem. He was barely in the show. They made it seem like he was coming back for a long period. But let's see, he was frozen in amber. Once was stuck in his power suit the whole time, so most likely it was a stunt double. So it's like, I get it. Jason David Frank had a schedule. He had a schedule.
God damn.
Oh wait, no, this way. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
My foot. Okay, there we go. Trying to
Hi,
get my boots
Lord
off.
of Explicit. I just got dog hair in my mouth.
What did it taste like?
It's
I
like no.
actually do enjoy
What are y'all's favorite
Yeah,
movie
I kind of want
genre?
to watch it again now.
Well, I'm glad
no.
you asked. I like book and romance.
Romance! I'm sorry. When you say romance, you're not meaning like Hallmark movie romance, right? You're talking, right? Or
no,
Lifetime movie romance?
No,
Okay, good. You have quality
I'm
taste.
talking like the Notebook level.
Oh God, not the Notebook. Not the Notebook. That's just basically verbal abuse. The movie.
Yeah, to each their own.
Yeah. I like it the horror. I like it the kaiju. I like it the action. I don't know about a favorite specific genre
Don't make me pick.
because
I don't know, action, racing, fantasy. That's about it.
it's so much. Damn it!
Imagine a fantasy racing game. Are they racing dragons?
Isn't that
Yes.
isn't that Mario Kart?
Where have you been for the past 30? How old you are?
30. No, Mario Kart isn't. Okay, it is. But I meant a movie.
Diddy Kong Racing. Excuse me.
Movie.
Crash
not
Team
video-
Racing. No, I'm
Movie.
offended.
I meant in a movie.
Fighting words are coming.
So
Wait,
the Fast and
racing fantasy movies.
Yeah, any fantasy
Yeah,
racing.
Final Fantasy. I mean, Final Fantasy. Fucking Fast and the Furious. That shit's dead in here up there.
That's not fantasy until it
They talking
freaking.
about going to fucking space.
What? That's
They're doing a
sci-fi.
crossover with Jurassic Park. What?
Sci-fi once again.
Also, another $2 Canadian by Sebastian. Thank you very much. Again,
Congratulations, Decker, for noticing that for a change.
Well, that's usually
Kamen
my
Rider is
job.
good. Actually,
Death
no.
Race.
Kamen Rider introduced
Nice.
me to Garo. Garo's another like Sentai kind of show, or anime rather, but both.
Right.
And I would have never found that if it wasn't for Kamen Rider.
Seth Warwick, here's a fun factoid for
I
you.
got myself literally the first movie I saw a Decker review was Starship Troopers and Frieza the 13.
Fun fact, Seth Warwick, about you saying everyone has accidentally eaten bugs. Fun fact about when it comes to chocolate in the U.S., the FDA allows at maximum 2 to 10% of bug carcasses in the chocolate bar.
Also,
Okay.
Real Moland, the Real Moland. Believe it or not, I was never a huge fan of Beetleborgs. I watched some of it. I would like watch an episode every now and then. I remember that I didn't really get into it until right before the show was canceled, when they did that whole giant robot story arc sort of thing. I remember thinking it was okay. That was pretty cool, but
No, I
other
heard they
than that,
rebooting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right. With
Yes,
old
people
adjustments
still
like
do the
that.
Weird Al comparison to Decker.
Mhm.
I'm one of those who does it. Decker
Oh,
White.
man. Did I tell you about this random thought that I came up with? So okay, so once upon a blunt ago, I discovered a website called Cameo, and there you can get various famous people paying money, and they can say a thing for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My friends.
Did I mention this was once upon a blunt ago?
Yes.
Now, I came up with this wild idea. Do you remember that scene in Ace Ventura when he's coming out the butt of that rhino?
Yeah.
And I was
Yes.
thinking, what if you replace that with Gilbert Gottfried?
No.
And while he's coming out, he quotes Rita Repulsa, after 10,000 years, I'm free. And he's coming out. I can't imitate his voice, obviously, but
I could do Rita Repulsa. I can't do I've
I've got one even better than that. There was this song that came out like in the early 2000s. I'm coming.
Seth just says no.
I want the world to know. Time to
Decker's about to implode, guys. Decker's about to implode. Hi, Decker. How you doing?
I wanted to mention the person earlier was saying that the Friday the 13th review was one of the first reviews of mine that they just brought to this channel. And I want to mention that because there was a Friday the 13th, top 13 Friday the 13th kills. That video has recently been age restricted by YouTube, and you can no longer find it on search unless you go into my thing directly and you log into this and that. And they say I'm not allowed to make money on ads on it anymore. But I was thinking, because this has been happening a lot to Dead Meat James as well. He's been getting a whole ton of his stuff age restricted by YouTube. He does a lot of horror stuff as well. And I was thinking, because this is also happening right around the same time that YouTube put together their revised terms of service, where if you're not making money on your videos, they're still allowed to make money on your videos. So I changed accounts real fast, went over to my channel, checked top 13 Friday the 13th video, kills video, an ad played.
Decker, did you breathe that all in that sentence? Because you're making me... I now understand all my friends who worry about me when I start talking a lot and I don't breathe in my sentences. Okay.
I smoke.
Stop smoking.
Yeah,
I don't get none of that white privilege.
There were ads playing on my age-restricted video.
Yep.
That YouTube tells me that I'm not allowed to make ads on because it's restricted on the ages.
Hey, speaking of reboots, Decker.
Oh.
That's some sugar, spice, and it's definitely not sugar, spice, and everything nice.
There was another thing I wanted to mention.
Oh.
Someone was pointing out Frank's 2000-inch TV. They're talking about Weird Al Yankovic songs. And that reminded me, my fiance just recently got a large TV.
Eyeballs. Good for her.
86 inches.
I've seen bigger.
Well, because of that, she was looking up stuff about it on YouTube, and now she's seeing a whole bunch of recommended videos of people who have their huge TV, their large TV, and there's the one video they're like, and every single one that comes out, they're showing it to her, they all have a smaller TV than her. They're like the 75-inch TVs, and this one was like an 82-inch TV, and so I'm sitting there looking at it like, ha, 82 inches. Oh, when you brought that TV home and put it in the front door, did your wife look at you like, is it in yet?
So Decker basically felt like the biggest man in Japan, but television and YouTuber.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, when I went to Japan, when I went to Osaka, I kind of had the same thought. Like,
anyway, Spiketon donated $4.99, going, anybody play GTA 3 with Claude? I think GTA movie would be cool if it follows the vibe.
Didn't the GTA movie already come out with Jason Statham in it called Crank?
That's not a freaking...
Close enough.
Yeah.
Did it have hookers and blow?
Yes!
Yeah.
Could you kill the hooker before paying her?
It would not surprise me.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. That movie was pretty off the chain. From start to finish.
And Sebastian Iman donated $5. Canadian, of course.
I think
That's
yes.
Sorry.
That's what you slipped in. That was
I
on
read
your
the Royals Flush comment. I'm sorry.
Decker's ladies. No! Don't make that comment like you did when we did that Stephen King drinking game. Do not make the comment like you did when we did the Stephen King drinking game. You know which one I'm talking about. I poke you with knitting needle.
I was watching that clip the other day.
Yes, Seth. Seth Warwick, I'm very well aware there is a Yakuza freaking movie, and it is live action, Japan only, which means it's all in Japanese, which I have no issues because I've been doing it in Japanese anyway with the Yakuza, and they have screwed up Majima too many times.
Oh.
They put the eye patch on the wrong eye, and I can't watch the movie.
Is it that, or is it this? Are you watching like someone has uploaded it and they mirrored it to try and avoid the content ID?
I found official posters of it on the internet, official screen grabs, text underneath where you can clearly read it from right to left. The eye patch is on the wrong eye.
Technically, the Japanese can read from left to right.
Decker, no. The eye patch is on the wrong eye, and it is bothering me, and I can't watch this movie because I'm like, the eye patch is on the wrong eye, the eye patch is on the wrong eye. Fix it.
This is normal.
So yeah, back on the sugar, spice, everything nice.
And some Chemical X.
The live-action Powerpuff Girls pilot has now, they've decided to rework it. And that's after a whole lot of things going on over the last couple of weeks. I'm just gonna mention
Who the fuck's starting the car?
the article that I found that was saying that it was being reworked. I was reading through it to try and find an excerpt to use, and I couldn't find diddly fucking squat. And I found
Decker.
in the notes
Decker.
that the article was actually a recycled article. You know how all these articles tend to meander and say a bunch of the same shit that doesn't mean anything, doesn't pertain to the news?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what they did here, but they also cut out the middleman of even having to bother writing a new one. This article was just the announcement that the live-action thing even existed from August 2020, and they just re-released it like 5 times now, and they changed the title.
Also, Paper Fox, I know how you feel. Decker, do you want some inserts from the script? Because I saved some for a rainy day. Today is that rainy day, it seems.
I think we should read some.
1 second.
Read.
The live action Powerpuff Girls thing. Some of the script allegedly leaked online. I have to mention it still technically wasn't 100% confirmed yet. However, it was so outlandish that people were like, "This can't be real." But then the CW got it all taken down in a hurry by issuing copyright strikes.
Which means...
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Which, if that is their copyright, they are making the claim overtly that that is their property that they have created.
Did I share some in the group chat?
Are we looking at Discord or the private chat on
Discord.
Okay.
I got some. Okay, so I'll just read it out loud because it's loading weirdly. Because again, this is from the tweet that got deleted. Bubbles. Blossom's fine. I saw her on Instagram that she has a boyfriend. I saw on her LinkedIn that she got promoted, and I saw fuck.
You know, you've already improved the script.
Yeah.
And I saw that she still talks to Grandpa despite the political differences. No. Buttercup's line after this is, coming it back after that must be triggering for her. Already a red flag. And they made Bubbles they keep slut-shaming Bubbles.
Well, they rewrote her as a porn star, correct?
Basically, yeah. And she's like...
What?
Yeah, Bubbles is a porn star.
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
And this massive
I
amounts of...
want it to be clear, I did not write this. This was
I
not...
want to be passive clear, I did not help in this.
Okay. What was the names again? Buttercup, Blossom, and what?
Blossom,
Blossom,
Bubbles, and Buttercup. Buttercup's the green one. And she is a bisexual and or lesbian. They keep hinting at it, but it's she's
Buttercup's the green one. Oh, okay, I'm tripping. Bubbles is the blue one.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking of Bubbles this whole time. That's why my jaw hit the ground. All right, yeah, I can see Buttercup doing that shit, yeah.
Buttercup is basically like, I'm just here to pick up townies who think they're bi-curious. That's like her whole... And one of the best lines that was...
Spike can drop $5 asking, would you rather see Corporal Hicks or Lieutenant Ellen Ripley in a new Alien film?
Ripley.
This being if they weren't so old now in 2021.
Ellen Ripley.
I'm more Lieutenant Hicks because I feel like the Alien series leaned way too much on Ripley. So the things was just about Ripley and not the aliens anymore.
A line from Buttercup talking to Bubbles. Wake up and we're going to leak your nudes everywhere. Bubbles looks around in confusion. Buttercup. It worked once.
Oh.
This script, I swear, this script was basically, they got a robot and they made her watch all the Powerpuff Girls episodes. All of them, including the movie. And then they watched a bunch of Riverdale. And that's what happened.
I was going to say they watched the bot program watched a bunch of porn afterward, and that was what happened.
Beautiful.
Oh, one of the other ones is basically oh, wait, hold on. Oh, life is just one big hater boner. One good line. That was the one good line. Guys, how can you turn down an evil recon mission, especially when said Mish would be a perfect storyline for my documentary, Bubbles is Back. Not to be confused with your other film, Bubbles on Her Back. This is such a woman-hating script. I want to point this out. There's a whole line about Bubbles and basically missing the point of Dirty Dancing, thinking that the lady wanted to be a slut. I'm like, no, that's not... Sweetie, honey, did you not watch Dirty Dancing? And, apparently Mojo Jojo isn't a thing.
What?
The monkey is not a thing.
Okay.
There was a guy who was called Mojo, and he died because of the Powerpuff Girls. And basically, he apparently made Chemical X, not Professor Utonium. And basically, his son is now the mayor because of some interesting intrigue that happened. Sarah Bellum isn't in the show.
Why?
Right?
Because sexy women is wrong unless it's making slut jokes about bubbles, apparently.
Cow
It's
and
like-
chicken movie. I can get behind that.
No, it's just like, the script is
Oh
so
no, I don't want to
crazy.
see a chicken and a cow eating ass.
Pork butts and taters.
Pork butts and taters. No, the weird thing is, I read the script and what was posted and leaked out, right? And I sat here going, what was that comic in the early 2000s that was about the Powerpuff Girls? Oh yeah, Snafu Comics. I actually went back to read that comic to see if it was better than the script. It is, massively.
No.
Yeah, if you remember Snafu Comics from the early 2000s, which are still being made and worked on to this day.
But yeah.
Well, see, Paper Fox, the thing is, Miss Bellum was sexy and powerful, and they don't like
have
that,
a
apparently.
face.
What? And
That'd
she
be
had a,
great if they kept that going on in the show, like just never showed her face.
yeah. Wait, Spike didn't donate. Yeah, read, please. My brain hurts. I need
Neil
water.
Blomkamp was originally supposed to bring those characters back, but
Hydration
Fox
time.
thought Scott prequels were better to go with. Really dumb for Aliens fans. Ridley Scott's went a little too far to the artsy-fartsy, in my opinion.
Well, duh.
Like, that's the thing that I complained about in the entire Prometheus review, is like, it's asking big questions, not to actually honestly ponder them or think about how they relate to anything at all, just to ask them because that sounds profound. But it was, honestly shallow.
Oh, did someone
And
just
then
ask
when Covenant came around, and you find out the answers to all those questions are not addressed, and they just ask them all over again, it's like, really?
Really?
But we should probably move on to a little bit more news real fast because we're running out of. We're almost at like the halfway point in the episode
Really?
here.
We're in a movie? I didn't know we
Talk
were in a
about the
movie.
Amazon thing because that caught me off guard.
Amazon. Oh, that thing.
Yeah, I was like wondering how big Amazon is for them to really pick.
Well,
up-
technically, this is only the second largest acquisition they've done.
What's the largest again?
That's the
Twitch?
second one.
Twitch.
What did they purchase? They purchased something for $14 billion.
Wasn't
Oh.
Twitch.
What the fuck?
Trying to remember what the hell it was.
Amazon, 14 billion.
Or you can just Google that.
14 billion. How do you spell acquisition?
Google
Bought.
What did Amazon buy for?
So, yes,
Making me out do the work.
I like the joke I wrote on the news there.
No, you're the ones making it hard.
Ha! Mergers and acquisitions by Amazon, according to Wikipedia. They own Telebook in Germany for 55 billion. What was the 14 billion one?
What? 55 billion.
That was a Telebook thing in Germany. That was in 98.
Oh.
Wait, no, that was a stock payment. It's not actual money. Never mind.
Ridley
what
Scott, the fall of an artist and birth to an artiste.
Latis. Oh, these are in numerical order. Good. These are in numerical order. They bought Zooks, Umbra 3D, Bebo. They bought Bebo?
Well, they bought MGM.
Yeah.
Our lovely movie company. One of the big ones. I believe the ones who also own the rights to the Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, Whole Foods.
Which means we're going to have a whole new
wow.
slew of higher-ups to beg for a Killer Clowns from Outer Space sequel.
They own Whole Foods?
Yeah, Amazon apparently owns Home Foods.
Oh yeah, Whole Foods. That's who they bought for the $14
I
billion.
want food now. Decker, can I have food?
I am hungry myself. What did I eat today? Pretty much nothing.
I ate a food.
I'm trying to remember what I ate. I had
Hopes and dreams.
The souls of the damned.
The keeper of the One Ring.
He ate Frodo?
Yeah.
I had coffee.
Coffee
You
is not
ate
a
my
food.
dog?
Your dog's named Coffee?
Yes!
I love that doggy.
Decker, have you not been paying attention to his streams?
No.
I appreciate your honesty.
I watch on
Stargate?
occasion.
Okay, yeah, I'm worried about
I'm going to
Stargate.
get a plate of cheese.
Hell,
Like-
Christmas Judge still looks good, god damn it.
I am so hungry right now. You have no idea. Talk about MGM and cry.
Okay. Ah, what are they gonna do to the lion? Oh wait, the lion's been dead. The original lion's been dead for God knows how long. They use a CGI one now.
MGM
Yeah.
uses a CGI lion.
Well, they stopped using a real lion now because the footage that they use for the real lion is now outdated and isn't in 4K. So instead of just getting another lion, they just did a CG one because it was a lot easier to do because COVID was a thing.
Yay, COVID.
Decker, go get a plate of cheese and some sausages.
To the moon!
Decker's just gonna get some moon cheese. Okay. Would you rather? Okay, Spiked in donated $4.99, going, would you rather be only able to watch Aliens, 1986, or have sex for the rest of your life? Aliens is the only film you can watch. Choose sex or no. If you choose sex, you have no movies. Wow.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because I don't watch a lot of movies.
Same here.
But Netflix and chill, my dude.
Yeah, my shirt says anime and chill. Thank you.
Oh, a squeeze. You can't watch OVAs then. OVAs kind of count as a movie.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's, you know when sometimes there's an episode of anime and it's just really long and isn't really part of the canon?
Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. I'm thinking something ovary related.
Keep my ovaries out of your mind, thank you very much.
I ain't thinking about your damn ovaries. I'm Florida. No. Anyway.
Sebastian Iman donated $2 Canadian going in Mordor speech. As Ashnaz Gim. Who speaks Mordor? Anyone speak dark speech? Or is it black speak? What is it in Lord of the Rings? Who's watched Lord of the Rings? Decker!
I'm trying to
Ashnaz.
think what was the last movie I really sat down and watched.
What, did Decker never force you to watch any of the movies that he reviews?
No.
No.
Oh God, what was the last movie I legitimately watched?
I can tell you the last movie I saw in the movie theater.
Oh, mine's is Age of Ultron.
Last movie I saw in the theater was freaking the Ghostbusters reboot.
No, wait. I take that back. It was Dragon Ball Z Broly. Dragon Ball Super Broly. There we go.
Yeah, does that count? Yeah, it's not a movie.
I got cheese and crackers.
Did you steal it from the moon people?
Yes.
Don't piss yourself, Molten Amber.
Watch it. Watch it, Molten Amber. We got eyes on you.
Mhm.
What kind of cheese is that, Decker?
Edible cheese.
This is Cabot extra sharp cheddar cheese. Not as good as the Cabot seriously sharp cheddar cheese.
John Horn donated $5 going, this is just your daily reminder that Mike Tyson was innocent.
Of
What?
I'm not well versed enough on this, but speaking of crimes and celebrities,
Please not talk about the
Marilyn
one
Manson. He smacked a bitch.
Well, this is just an Armagoddamn motherfucking Geddon. That's the one title I remember from his original works that isn't a cover.
he did a lot of covers. And he got a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. I did not like his cover of Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics.
Yeah, I like the original much, much better personally.
How did you feel about This Is Halloween?
Oh.
I had no idea why it needed to exist.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, he does a lot of covers. I never. Huh.
Yeah, the only song I know of his that is original that I think is Armagoddamn motherfucking Geddon, which is available on the Saints Row 3 soundtrack, if I remember correctly. Or is it the Saints Row 2 soundtrack?
Did he do a cover of Tainted Love?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think his cover of that wasn't bad.
Did it include the Baby Baby Where Did Our Love Go part, like in the original? Well,
I didn't listen to enough of it.
Okay.
Manson did something bad. You don't say
He's done a lot of bad things.
But it reminds me of in my Terrifier review, I had one joke where I was like, where Art the Clown's going around wearing half a woman suit and trying to get really into character. I said, it's like if Marilyn Manson was as evil as all the news reports said he was.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, oh, Marilyn Manson is still a piece of shit. I'm like, I'm not saying he isn't.
Well, you're being what everyone thought he, like the pure molten evil that he was.
Yeah,
the satanic shit.
Like, Art the Clown in that scene is naked, wearing the face paint, with the scalp of a woman and her hair on his head, with her boobs on his chest, and her vagina over his crotch. And he's going around like... So I was like, hey, just think of if Marilyn Manson was as evil as the news said.
He was.
Now, Marilyn Manson wanted for assault here.
Again.
He fucked the motherfucker up, and he's been avoiding the state to stay out of the jurisdiction to not be arrested for this. This isn't a new assault. I
was about to say, this is so similar to the Drake Bell story I mentioned, and then I was like, yeah, let's not talk about that.
Well, I think there is a stark difference between being wanted for assault and wearing a murdered woman's skin and pretending like you're all feminine walking around naked in it.
Who was the guy who cut Buffalo Bill? So not like Buffalo Bill. We're not being Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. So I would say that just think Marilyn Manson as evil as the news report said, you'll have an idea.
Right.
And I'm not saying Marilyn Manson's a good guy.
I always
He's just not as evil as the news report says. It's as simple as that.
I always
He's
felt
not
like
good, but he's not bad. He's not bad, but he sure as hell ain't good.
Yeah. I always whenever anything with Marilyn Manson in it came up, I just kind of rolled my eyes and made the channel because I always felt like, I don't know, he seems like one of those rockers who is desperate for attention. You know, it doesn't matter what kind, it's like he cannot live unless he has people watching it.
Yeah. I just want to think about reality figuratively punching me in the face. It's happened to me more than I would like to remember. Yeah. There was a thing recently where Charlie's been having a kick out of watching like unsolved murders and all these crime things, and she was looking at like the most fucked up YouTubers who are the most evil and stuff.
Are you on that list?
No, but there was someone there who had really bad teeth and liked listening to They Might Be Giants.
So?
And I'm like, motherfucker, would you... No.
Drake. Didn't Drake from Drake and Josh go to jail recently?
Yes, he was hiding in Mexico to avoid it. And he got caught.
That's great.
Yeah, he basically got the Drake Bell thing, we're just going to say assault. And basically he ran off to Mexico, changed his name to something Mexican sounding. I'm not trying to be racist. That's basically what it was. They turned Drake. He just made Drake,
like legit hiding.
Yeah, and tried to become a Mexican musician. Which, note to self, ask Grim about that if he knows anything. Got caught, got brought back to the States, I think. Got arrested, got brought back, something like that. And he's charged. He's pled not guilty for the assault he did. But it's weird. Anyway, back to Manson. A little less creepy.
Police said that the 2 counts of misdemeanor simple assault are related to an incident in the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion involving a videographer. Manson was performing a concert at the venue on August 18, 2019, when the alleged assault occurred, police said. The videographer was subcontracted by a New Hampshire company to record the concert, was in a stage pit area when the alleged assault occurred, police said. Exactly what occurred, as alleged by police, was not immediately clear Tuesday night. A bail commissioner found probable cause, and an arrest warrant was issued on October 8, 2019, police said. Mr. Warner, his agent, and legal counsel have been aware of the warrant for some time, and no effort has been made for him to return to New Hampshire to answer the pending charges, the police department said, referring to Manson's real name of Brian Warner.
I keep forgetting that's his real name. That's like the whitest of white bread names ever, isn't it? Someone figure out a more whiter name.
Oh God! Next time I see Marilyn Manson's face, the first thing that comes to my mind is Keith.
Well, we got a whiter name now.
That's some good news.
I'm just tired of the news involving those two. It's a pile of bad. It's just.
Oh yeah.
Both of them shouldn't be with each other. They're both bad with each other. Lift and separate like a good Wonder Bra.
Spider-Man ain't so ultimate anymore? What happened to Spider-Man?
Well, okay, Drake Bell used to be the voice of Ultimate Spider-Man, the Disney cartoon.
Oh.
So, listen, the only reason why I know that is because the article I was reading about Drake Bell mentioned that. And then people kept doing Spider-Man jokes, and I'm like, I don't get it. Read the article. Now I get it.
Ta-da! The power of reading.
That's why you should read, Decker.
Eugene Smith.
I just want cheese.
Can you at least share with me? Because I want that cheese now. I guess I'll have...
The power of cheese.
It brings people together, even the lactose intolerant. Again, I have a friend who didn't tell that their now boyfriend was lactose intolerant, and they went to a fondue place for a date. I go, you didn't tell him you were lactose intolerant?
Well, technically speaking, being lactose intolerant doesn't mean you can't eat cheese. It's just a bad idea.
Cheesecake?
Not a good idea.
Yeah, I even go, you never told him? Dude, it's really good cheese at that place.
Yeah, this pizza that's coming is going to destroy my innards, but I'm going to
They worked really hard to get this reservation. We can't change now, and it's good cheese. I'm going. Oh yeah. Oh god, I forgot Drake was the live action. What did I say?
Thoughts on the new Warriors movie Endgame?
No,
not new. On the Warriors movie.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Endgame.
about to say New Warriors. Excuse me.
Is that the one where the Warriors come out and play? Yay! Comes from, or is that a different movie completely? No, no one remembers.
I remember the game coming out a long time. Wasn't that on PlayStation 2?
It was on PS2.
You're old. Both of you are old. I'm one to talk. I know.
Yeah, welcome to your 30s. Anyway.
I'm gonna be 31 in September. I'm still not over that I'm 30.
GG, bitch.
See, I never saw the movie until the game came out, and it was like, "Hey, Warriors, remember that?" So I'm like, "No."
Oh, it is.
It came out 4 years before I was born.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was right. Okay, Motorcycle US was right. Okay, I was right. It is the Warriors come out and play the thing with the weird bottles and taunting and creepy and that.
Yeah.
Who's Mini Lad?
Can you tell how few YouTubers we watch?
Yeah, I don't watch.
Listen, a certain YouTuber whom I cannot mention or this video will get suppressed.
Why even say that part?
Good point.
Shut the hell up.
Fine.
I'm sorry, continue.
There's a lot of horrible people who are really popular on YouTube, and it's really bad because he got up.
Speaking of horrible people being very popular.
Why? Joker was shit. I said it.
I wouldn't say shit.
It wasn't as okay. It's not as deep as people like to think it is.
It definitely is not as deep as people think it is.
Because I had to explain. Yeah.
That's the one thing I was like. It teases all of these
ideas.
Yeah, concepts and ideas and like things, and there are some interesting aspects. But having gone through some shit myself, I gotta say, I'm looking forward to Joker 2 because I'm hoping they're actually going to dig into it at all.
Yeah, because again, like with Decker, it's just like they're trying to do this weird thing where there was like medications are evil and you need to set yourself free. I'm like, no, you don't. No. Some people need medications to mentally function properly. You cannot just cut me off and I'll be fine. No. You because they were doing that storyline, and I was sitting here going, no, who wrote this? Tom Cruise in the early 2000s? Remember that shit?
Good time.
I don't know if the aspect was so much that medications are evil as much as it was just his medications just being cut off and the state didn't care.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that aspect is fine, but some people were trying to say it was like this weird free your mind. I'm like, no. And it's so fun trying to explain to people that that's not realism. It's just grimdark. It's totally different. It's nihilism. Correction. Because there's realism, nihilism, grimdark.
Mark Hamill was the best Joker. Oh, without a doubt.
Yes.
Who was the one in The Batman? Not Batman the Animated Series. Was it The Batman?
Hugh Ledger?
No, not that one.
What?
The animated one. Was animated.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Not the Batman animated series. It was called The Batman.
Who's on first?
What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Anyway, no, it was called The Batman. It's on Netflix. It was on Netflix. I haven't seen if it's still on Netflix.
Not the Batman animated series. The Batman. The animated series.
Something right now. Hold on.
The Batman 2005. Thank you, Sebastian Iman. See, people know what
Why
I'm
didn't you
talking
just say the 2005 then?
Because I can't remember what year it came out.
Why you complicate shit?
Why didn't Abbott and Costello bring up the last names of the players? Maybe.
Antagonists. Okay.
Because that's how you usually do it, because the last names are printed on the back of the baseball jersey.
Okay.
Okay, see, I knew one more. I knew a thing about sports. Check for pigs. Check for pigs flying. I knew sport.
Keith
I
Michael
heard that, like,
Richardson.
I heard that
Thank
rumor
you.
of like a Batman Beyond movie where Michael Keaton come back as like old Bruce Wayne.
I would
Watch
be
it.
there
I would watch that.
day one. Try and
like,
see it in IMAX if I could.
They couldn't like figure out who they want to play as. What was his name? Terry. I'm gonna say
Terry.
Terry Bogard.
McGinnis.
McGinnis. There we go.
That's the hard
Yeah.
part. Trying to get a good Terry McGinnis, because you need someone who's young enough. You need someone who can do the everything
Yeah.
and not be annoying, which is a
My
problem.
jaw's
With
still on the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on. I thought you was done.
Stop thinking about Bubbles as a porn star.
I'm not. What? I don't want to. They're kids to me.
I know,
That's
they
the other
are.
issue.
Yeah.
The issue with me personally with the show is that like I see him as kids, and I saw some of the screenshots, and he's like these stretched midgets. Like I don't know.
They're,
I don't like
the
skinny
thing
women.
Is, the other thing is with that one, is basically they're making it seem like their lives are being as children was horrible. And like apparently the TV show is canon in that universe. It was basically like this weird propaganda to make it seem like their lives were sunshine and lollipops. I'm like, uh-huh.
Mm.
Decker broke his brain.
Yeah, right. We just buy him a new one.
We can't. We're running out. The brain store's low. Wait, that's not. I was about to. Would that count as the graphics card, or would that be the motherboard?
Joker. Joker 2 coming. And they're getting Phillips back. And so they haven't confirmed him for directing, but he's definitely going to be working on writing to some extent.
Can I just say Joker's overrated? Due to overexposure, he's become overrated and annoying to me. Do you remember, Decker? I don't remember if you remember the tweet exchange we had. This was a while back. We said, you know what, a villain should actually have a live-action, realistic remake, and we both said Clayface because the body horror aspect alone would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like, remember the sound of the cartoon in Batman the Animated Series during the Clayface episodes when the actor is being force-fed the drug he was trying to steal, and you can literally hear his body melting.
Yeah. But it's just like Clayface would be great for a movie like that. Killer Croc, yeah, I'd love them to do Babyface, but Babyface was animation only, and I don't think Babyface has gotten into the cartunes yet.
I would love that, but that would also be horrifying. That would be like Keaton had her own movie, you know?
No, but I'm like, instead do what they did with Children of the Corn, so you don't traumatize a child. You know, one of those actors like who played.
What if they had Taylor Riley play Babyface?
Who's Taylor Riley?
YouTuber. She's like in her early 20s, but she looks 10.
That could work.
Uh-huh.
Can she act?
Probably. She's been doing YouTube for a while.
That doesn't mean you can act. Just because you've been doing
I
YouTube.
know, but she pretends to be happy.
Oh, Hush is a good one. Darn, we should have used
When I
this
got
one.
up to get the cheese, I saw Charlie was watching Taylor Riley.
Yeah.
That explains how you know this person. Yeah, but again, an actor who looks young and can act real good. Like, try to get whoever the female modern equivalent of would be that actor who did
The tough
thing.
part with Taylor Riley would be you'd have to cover up her tattoos.
There's like 5 different makeups dedicated to that right now.
Yeah, but that'd be the tough part.
If you could find a little person who is a talented actor, they could play Babyface, because part of
thank you, Seth.
story was
Decker can act. I can be Babyface.
Here, Decker, drink this.
Please do. Keep
Please. Please just keep drinking this 1.5 liter of freaking aloe juice. Be cleansed.
Oh yeah. Sebastian Emond pointed out it's baby doll, not baby.
Oh, baby doll.
Yeah. We were calling it baby face. It's baby doll.
Baby doll. Baby doll.
We got it wrong. Yeah. But
Listen,
yeah,
I
I actually do think baby doll would make for an interesting Batman villain.
Man-Bat. I think I remember Man-Bat. Man-Bat was fucking horrifying.
Man-Bat was a genetic experiment, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, Man-Bat was this whole Jekyll and Hyde thing. And I'll never forget that when we finally see the transformation on camera, like animated out, and it's in me.
What about Poison Ivy would be interesting if they did it right. That's the problem. It's like, I wanted Poison Ivy to be in Birds of Prey, but she wasn't, which saddened me a little. A little.
So you don't want a Batman movie with Poison Ivy where she's trying to break Batman and Robin?
No.
Batman and Robin.
I like Batman and Robin for its campiness.
There we go.
I do. I will admit to it. The Christopher Nolan Dark Knight series ruined more for Batman than Joel Schumacher. There, I said it. The Batnips did no harm to the series. Because I had to explain to a guy who says he's a comic fan, and he says Batman is horrible, and I go, hold up, hold my drink. I'm now going to explain to you why you think Batman is horrible.
John H. Skelton said, watching Man-Bat as a kid scared me. Watching as an adult made my skin crawl.
Yeah. No, but I was explaining to him going, what Batman have you read? Because I was legitimately curious what he read. And he read everything post the Nolan movies. And you know how basically Batman got turned into not good? And I had to explain to him going, you need to watch Batman. Yeah. I go, need to watch Batman the Animated Series?
Why did it sound like I was making Batman ask where the Dragon Balls?
Frieza, is that you?
Adam, go ahead.
Wait, that was the movie The Orphan. That doesn't count. Which apparently they're doing a prequel to, and they have the same actress who played her again, who I would like to point out was a young girl and has aged significantly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So how do you do that as a prequel?
Basically, they're going to do a lot of CGI magic.
Oh, that kind of.
Yeah, do you remember the CGI guy in Star Wars because the actor died? Yeah, same concept. Ooh, Gotham by Gaslight would be a great Batman movie. There was going to be a Gotham by Gaslight video game. They were working on it. And then the company tanked.
Didn't Schumacher want to keep the dark tone of the Burton movies, but Warner Bros. Just kept going, no, this is a movie. This movie is for kids.
Ah, yes, the Batnips are so for children. Ah, yes, Poison Ivy flirting the crap out of Batman and Robin. And
the badass shot. And it just stays on the badass shot.
Back on.
Just a little too long.
The first thing that's here
is badass.
As soon as I'm talking about badass.
Just imagine putting an Iron Man helmet on and just.
We need to discuss the ass.
You do not have one, Decker.
Did you draw this?
No.
No. My art style is nothing like this. No offense to the actual artist, but our art styles are different. Hi.
Real quick, Timothy Armstrong. Parasite was a Superman villain, not a Batman villain. And yes, the Parasite could steal people's superpowers and their life force. So there.
Well, yeah, there is a Batman by Gaslight animated movie, which I really need to get my hands on and watch. Sebastian Emond donated $2 Canadian. Oh,
you mean steal, or like Napster's share?
Steal.
Oh.
Or Napster share, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of stuff companies said was for the kids. I believe gave some of us awakenings. Yeah, a lot of those tickle tortures were definitely giving some people awakenings. People who've commissioned me. It's money. Ooh, Mr. Frieza's story. Oh. Also, Mr. Frieza's story would work as a movie. Oh, that would be so sad.
That's sad. Yeah, that would be so sad.
I just watched the clip about Mr. Frieza's life in the Nora thing, and I was just like, I am not crying. There's just something in my eye. Scares me while I go punch something so I can feel something else.
Well, don't worry. M. Night Shyamalan has you covered.
I already know I'm gonna die of old. Thank you, M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, yeah, doesn't that feel like when people are like reversing in time or something? Like,
Oh, they find the perfect beach for their perfect beach vacation. Gonna hang out on the beach all day. Come on, kids, it's gonna be a great time. In the book, they also find a dead woman. They're like, oh shit. But I don't know about in the M. Night Shyamalan adaptation that is now coming to theaters.
Theater?
But they've just released a trailer, and it's keeping the same thing of, hey, we're all aging incredibly fast, and for some reason can't leave this beach, and we're probably all going to die. We're all turning really, really, really old.
What was that movie in the 1980s which had, what was that one guy that was in practically anything comedy-based?
Jim Carrey?
No, in the 80s. Gutenberg. Not Gutenberg. Yeah, Steve Gutenberg. Gutenberg?
Who makes Steve
I was going to say...
a star?
That guy. Yeah, there was a movie. He was a worker at a retirement home, and then all the people in the retirement home were suddenly feeling a lot younger and a lot friskier and a lot younger. But they still... You know the movie I'm talking? No.
No. Cocoon?
Cocoon?
That sounds familiar.
Hold on. Googling again.
Well, I don't know if this is the same thing, or if there's just a lot of movies in the 80s about a bunch of people in a retirement home who get a lot friskier and start fucking.
That's
Cocoon!
Priorities.
Cocoon. Yeah.
Oh crap, I almost dropped a stitch. I'm not old. Everything's fine.
Oh.
Okay, everyone's like, Cocoon, it was Cocoon for fuck's sake. Okay, sorry.
Everyone remembered Cocoon. Okay, listen.
I remember Cocoon, I just said the wrong thing at first.
Listen, a lot of us...
Fuck it, rename it Metapod.
No, Cocoona. Because then it's wordplay. I'm
Isn't
funny.
that Beedrill?
Yeah, that turns into Beedrill.
So we're saying that they're overthinking things. They just gotta find the Cocoon. They'll be okay.
I have enough anxiety as it is. Amen. I'm still probably gonna watch it because I might get shot for saying this, but I do kind of like some of his movies.
What do you feel about The Village?
I'm going home.
There was also the Star Trek movie where they were aging backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like it started off like fine, like it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like I feel good. Hey, this chronic disease is just gone away. It's like I'm young again. And then there was I was carrying a child. Now I'm not.
That's horrifying. Children in general horrify me.
I saw a meme like that where this lady was all, she was 9 months pregnant. It's like, oh, I can't wait to have my baby. And then Thanos just snapped his finger and the baby was just sitting there like, what?
Oh, the baby's fine. It was the mom.
Okay,
that was
Yeah, the baby's fine. The mom disappeared.
Do you think
Okay, that's better. I think.
Do you think when Thanos is snapped, he basically he's like, okay, half the population has to die. Exclude pregnant things.
No, he said that it had to be just completely.
Does it have the universe?
There was no choosing any better for any single person. It would be the most fair thing possible.
Oh, I was about to say, how do you feel about the happening, Thickums? Never calling you Thickums again. It's happening.
I need to snort coke before I watch that movie again.
Why Coke?
Why are you crying, Lou?
Because it used to have actual Coca-Cola in it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
If you get the glass bottles for Mexico, it actually still has cane sugar.
Yes, I know. Graham
Is
keeps
that why they're
bragging.
popular?
Yeah, Graham keeps making jokes going, do you want me to just send you some freaking Mexican colas? I go, are you actually going to do this, or are you just threatening are you just joking right now?
I'm like, don't question the blessing, take it.
No, What?
Like, woman, do you know what I'm doing to get the mortgage paid this month?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did mention it on Twitch. Never mind.
Yes, you know I was there.
What? My dog's crying.
Be right back. Don't start any fires.
So what's the? Well, never mind. Decker's going. Cat's going. Oh,
I have to go to the bathroom.
go to the bathroom. Then I want to stop. So
First, stop hydrating.
I never actually did see your Twitch stream, so I don't know what it is that you're planning to do to pay the mortgage this month. Is it something unspeakably horrible?
Ow.
No, it's just stuff I shouldn't be doing because of my spontaneous seizures and strokes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had 4 this year.
That is
No, it's not. And yeah. So, long story short, there's a guy with a transmission in a guy's car with a transmission in my garage right now, and supposed to be replacing
what I
it,
miss?
but I shouldn't replace it by myself, especially because my last stroke that I had tore my deltoid right here.
That's
So,
not good.
I mean, it's better now. As you can see, I can do this. For a while, I have to actually use my right hand to pick up my left arm and put it on the desk if I want to play like Overwatch. So I couldn't I could move the fingers, but I couldn't lift the arm.
Yes, Adam. We understand now.
And Adam, oh yeah, he dropped like $10. What you think about the movie Cocoon? Where
I gotta clip these dogs' nails.
break them open and swim in a swimming pool, which makes them younger. Oh man, this is my first erection in 20 years. Oh god.
actually, it is possible for
If I remember, it wasn't Wilford Brimley in that movie.
I haven't seen it. When's the middle?
I remember Wilford Brimley in a lot of things.
I don't think I can get away with like a middle. Well, I mean, this is like one of the wigs I used to use when I did the Rocky Horror Picture Show. There we go. I just like found it randomly and decided to like slap it on.
Hydration is a bitch.
I mean, can you imagine?
Who's
I really
this?
like run around looking like this.
Lou, you a little bitch, aren't you?
Ow.
Lou,
You
little
look
bitch.
like an extra in a 90s or early 2000s teen movie. You know, back in the day when they used to hire 30-year-olds to be the backup.
I'm just every time you bring up Rocky Horror, I'm picturing
Yeah, it's a
you
moonback day.
It looks like you're jacking the dog off when she lifts her head up in the air.
standing on a stage and saying and singing and falling and how's it go? And crawling on this planet's face, some insects called the human race. Lost in
Decker,
time.
Lou can't hear our conversation. I don't think Rocky Horror is going to scar Lou.
Oh shit! Where's my phone? No wonder I don't know when my piece is hit. But the F word.
You couldn't say fuck. I said it like 5 times.
So this is a dog. Maybe his pizza's been sitting on the porch for a while and it's cold now.
Hydration.
Yeah, except I'm kind of paying with cash that I got from doing this guy's fucking head gasket. I hate V6 head gaskets. I hate V6 intake manifolds. I hate V6. You get the idea.
Well, that's cool. I got a V4 you got to fix.
It's not even a V4, bitch. It's a motorcycle. You got an inline 4. Motherfucker, if you have to touch any of my buttons, you don't even. These buttons are covered in dust. You haven't even found them. How the fuck did you go around the back of the motherfucking house, went past security, and hit that one fucking button? Fuck you!
Hey, Decker, do you want me to go get my cat?
Okay.
Hey, Decker, do you want me to get my cat and we can make cat dog? People are saying cat dog.
Fucking motorcycle motor having bitch.
You want to make a cat dog?
Sebastian Iman donated $5 Canadian. That's a straight King's dream catcher. When 4 psychic friends face an alien invasion from creatures that spawn worms that explode from your ass. Yeah.
What the? I feel like I missed something. Okay, so dog.
Hold on. Hey, get. Hello.
Hello.
And she's back. She's the cat behind the mask. And she's not out of control.
She's more annoyed with you than anything.
She has resting bitch face. We've established that. She's furry as hell.
Resting bitch face.
Look! Hey, look! Stream!
Lou,
Are you messing with Lou's belly button?
No.
Oh.
I gotta put this dog down.
Oh.
Down she goes.
Yeah, I'm back.
Said, "Hey, creepy. This movie mimics scares the crap out of me when I was younger about mutated bugs that hunted humans." I remember that.
Oh, Decker, we were supposed to do cat dog.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna. She was
I
not
think-
gonna be good with that, especially like this side. So I'd have to hold her up like that with her butt like pointing.
You'd have to
at
do
it.
like
It
this.
in theaters, but I think it was on the
Oh.
sci-fi network at one point.
Hold on. I flipped the cat.
It's okay, Lou, you silly
See?
butt.
Cat. Cat Decker.
Ah,
Okay, Farewell. I'm sorry. I will give you love. I will give you
I
proper
cover
love.
any Stephen King movies such as The Mist, Dreamcatcher, Maximum Overdrive, Pet Cemetery, or any other big ones.
Didn't we do Pet Cemetery?
As a drinking game, but I haven't done a review of it.
Oh, do you? Are you mad I got you from your nappy spot? Your nappy spot was in the way of my mom. My cat was napping in the middle of the hallway.
I could do those as proper reviews.
You have the summer of whatever you're doing.
Yes, I do. That's still got see, it's that. Okay, I got Ryga, then I got one review, and then the summer special starts.
Yeah.
Is gonna
Also-
be something. Some
Also,
way.
Lost Alien, the kitty's name is Marshmallow, and she wants off my lap. Okay, I understand. Okay, kitty. Okay, little Marshmallow Fluff. I'm here. Okay, open the door. Go out the door. Poop on the butt. Thank you.
The Mist and Maximum Overdrive. Well, we did the Maximum Overdrive drinking game, and there's a lot that. What the hell is that? Is a to say
That was
that
a fun
movie is
drinking
insane is really underselling it.
I'd like to point out, I was knitting during that. I stopped knitting because I was like, okay, I have to watch now.
Yeah, that was a fun one, but we were all just having what the hell reaction.
It was like, whoosh. And they're arguing like, is he dead yet? Do we drink it?
He's moving. He's twitching.
Is that just bad acting, though? Is he gonna? I think it counts.
Sure. And then it was like, I wasn't on that one, but it was The Shining, where it was like a very slow burn, and then hoing, hoing, hoing.
And that was the Captain Morgan.
And what did we learn?
You and the Captain make it happen.
Yeah, at least he's not doing Captain Morgan, eating Captain Morgan with Captain Crunch yet.
The Mist is gross and fucked up. Oh, now you just piqued my interest.
Oh yeah, The Mist is pretty interesting. And it's also a commentary on religion.
Well,
That's
it's Stephen King. Like,
Or well, extremism, correction. Or extremism or something like that. It's interesting.
but
Dreamcatcher is the worst one. What was that one with? What about Salem's Lot? Wasn't that one pretty bad?
The Shining is weird. I feel like I have to still watch Stephen King's The Shining
Shitting. Do you want
as
to get
opposed to
serious?
Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Shitting.
There's a difference.
Yes, there is.
A lot of
Shitting.
people really don't like Stephen King's The Shining.
Shinning.
Much more closely adapted from the book.
Yes.
Excuse me, I got the COVID.
You do?
He does.
No, I got the vaccine.
So did I, and my mother is shocked. I'm actually feeling well today. Yesterday, and the day after, my mom's like, "You're a zombie." Yes.
I still I'm just kind of disappointed that I didn't really get any side effects from the second shot.
Did I put it in the group chat? I go, good news, got the vaccination. Bad news, I'm not Decker levels of lucky.
I mean, my arm was a bit sore at this spot, and then it went down my arm a little bit, and Charlie had the same thing where their arm was a bit sore at the spot, but instead of going down her arm, it kind of went around and into her armpit for the soreness, but then it just faded away completely anyway, and the first shot soreness was like 90 times harsher than the second.
Mine was like, basically, my body was sore, but it really hurt. It felt like some guy just grabbed my hips and squeezed way too hard. And I'm like, why does this hurt? I know.
Questions.
Everyone makes that joke. They're like, Cat, I didn't do anything. I was in my home all night. It was antisocial as hell. But it was just like, it felt like something grabbed and was like squeezed too hard. I'm like, no.
Original screenplay, no book. Sleepwalkers.
Oh yeah. So the real Mullins wants to know: has your 5G activated yet, Decker?
My 5G.
Because of your vaccination.
I was
Remember?
wondering because I'm like, I've had 5G on my phone since long before I got the vaccine.
Well, I was making a joke going, oh, I hope the 5G thing is true, because when I got my new phone, what was 4G, what was 2G
Oh,
went
don't
to...
tell me that I'm only on 4G right now. I turned off my Wi-Fi to see if because I'm supposed to get 5G here, but now it's like, no, you got 3 bars, 4G, screw you.
How does Decker's tiny town, which has a smaller population than my town, have 5G, but mine doesn't? Well, sorry, the area I live in doesn't. Decker lives out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I live in a suburb.
I'm only on LTE. Can you believe that? Only LTE.
I'm always on LTE.
Damn it.
I'm always on LTE. It's a bitch to do freaking phone calls.
Oh, well.
Summer of Resident Evil Decker. I didn't know Decker was in a...
No.
Wait, Decker, I didn't know you were in a Resident Evil game.
Is that here or there?
Decker, You're So Beautiful was done by Thick Black Daddy. Well, he was talking about the pizza.
Oh. Meaning the immediate red flag in Sleepwalkers between the main baddies is all Stephen King written.
Is Sleepwalkers the one about the weird antenna?
Like a CG Resident Evil films. I haven't seen them yet, but I already am thinking they are most likely far, far, far better than the live-action ones.
They are, Decker. The acting is much more superior, even the English dub.
Are you sure about that?
Thanks for joining, Paper Fox. See you around.
See you, Paper Fox.
Good night, Fox Papers.
Yo.
Oh, Sleepwalkers is the cat people one. Oh.
Have you read any Stephen King books? I have it.
I have.
I have not read all of it. It is enormous. Should I get it?
No, don't get it.
As I showed off it on the previous Live and Wired, and people were making jokes that it was like Hermione picking up some light reading.
Yes. Yeah. And I, on the other hand, have read Carrie. As a teenage child who was bullied a lot. Which character do you think I related to the most?
They're like, if only I could start burning people alive.
You make that joke.
What's wrong?
I don't want to read Pet Cemetery.
Hey, doggy butt.
Are you going to share the pizza? And what flavor is it?
Mine.
Mine is not a flavor.
So, more news.
We have more news? I fucking
yes.
We're a news channel, aren't we?
God of War, Ragnarok, the PlayStation 5 announced God of War it's been announced that it is no longer coming 2021, it is coming 2022.
Because of plague?
Also, it's coming to PS4.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually makes sense. Wait, only PS4 or PS5 also?
PS5 as well, but previously it was only announced on PS5. That doesn't necessarily mean that they weren't bringing it out on PS4. It's weird. The article kind of made it sound as if...
Only on PS4?
No, it didn't make it sound like it was only on PS4, but it made it sound as if the decision to make it on PS4 was a recent one. No. And I'm thinking, like, you can't really do that unless your vision for the game is just not
compatible,
not even remotely looking like it's trying to take advantage of the new tech. God of War on PS4, I can't say first God of War, fourth. But it had the thing where it was like, okay, the camera, there are no cuts. The camera is always flowing, always moving. It will follow the whole damn way. That's the way they have it set up. And taking a game that had that kind of artistic vision from the outset of how they wanted the thing to be presented, that had to pull that shit off on a PS4, and then saying, okay, you're getting a new generation, you're making this game, and according to the article, thinking that it's just going to be on the PS5, and you've got, like, a PS5 is a massive step up from a base PS4.
Also expensive as hell and impossible
and the PS4
find.
Pro, it's a pretty damn big step up from that as well.
No John Skeleton, mine.
But
Covenant Slayer is right, though.
it's like a PS4 Pro is about 4 teraflops or so. PS5 is about 10
Flops? Teraflops?
teraflops.
You mean terabytes?
No, that's
teraflop.
an amount of size, and a PS4 is about 500 gigabytes, and a PS5 is about 800 gigabytes.
What's a flop for? I'm confused.
A floating point operation.
Whose dog is whining?
Lou is whining. She wants out the door.
Oh, wait, this one. Hold it up!
But the thing is, it's like it's such a large jump to go to PS5 if you're going to be building something exclusively for PS5, and you're this far in development. I wouldn't think that you could just say, "Oh well, our guys need a little bit longer. They're gonna have to take another year to hammer this out." But also, we just decided to make an entirely different version of this game for considerably weaker hardware, and we're going to release it at the same time.
Well, like what one person said, not a lot of people have the PS5 because, one, it costs a lot.
Well, I understand business-wise why they would do it. I just don't think that the decision to release Ragnarok on PS4 was made recently. I think the decision to announce they were releasing it on PS4 was made recently.
Oh, that's the issue.
Very
I believe that they, like previous games that they had announced as coming to PS5 exclusively, like they had only announced it for PS5, and are now saying also it's coming to PS4, such as Gran Turismo. The one that was announced for PS5 is actually that's coming PS4 as well.
Timothy Armstrong, I'm not even interested in buying a PS5. I have no place in my home to play it. I have nowhere to play it. I will stick to PC gaming and my Switch. Thank you.
See, I'm here like I want a PS5 just because I like having them all.
Yes, but
I'm here. My fiance has an 86-inch TV. I have an Xbox Series X. I'm very pleased with my current position in life. We also have a Nintendo Switch and we have a PlayStation 4 Pro. But I want that PS5. I don't care that the only exclusive games on it right now are Astrobot, Returnal, and the Destruction All-Stars.
I was going to say Astro Tits.
I don't care that those are the only actual exclusive games right now. I want the fucking PS5.
Well,
The only reason I
like
want a PS5 so new Gran Turismo. That's it.
CJ, a bunch of letters, said, I think we can all agree that scalpers are the scum of the internet. Oh, you want to talk about scum of the internet? Let's talk about Pokemon card scalpers, shall we?
Oh, that's turned into a whole thing.
Have you seen the videos?
Does anyone want to read the little excerpt from the news article number 9 on the docket?
I'm going.
Oh, number 9. That's
I got it.
Number 10, though.
Okay, you can read 10. I will read 9.
I will read 10. I'm eating pizza.
Well, we're not reading 10 yet. We're reading 9.
10's a big one to read. We might all be reading that one.
Okay, 9. Citing a desire to avoid unneeded crunch, God of War Ragnarok has been delayed from 2021, which I'm okay with, to 2022, because crunch is bad. And at the same time, it's been noted that many other games previously only announced for PS5 will also be coming to PS4. Excerpt. You can't build a community of over 110 million PS4 owners and then just walk away from it, right? Right. I think that would be bad news for fans of PS4, and frankly, it's not very good business, Hulst said. Where it makes sense to develop a title for both PS4 and PS5 for Horizon Forbidden West, the next God of War, GT7. We'll continue looking at that, and if PS4 owners want to play that game, then they can. If they want to go and buy a PS5 version of that game, will be there for them. That being said, it's also very important to have show pieces for PS5, hence the development and Returnal and Ratchet and that are exclusive to PS5.
Oh, that's right, Ratchet and Clank. That one.
We have donations.
I was like 20 minutes later. Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Anyone read the Dark Tower series? There's a lot of characters across all of his books and works. The Crimson
Dark
King
Tower. I'm sorry.
The Crimson King shows up in Insomnia. Then we have a $2 donation going, when is the Summer of the Ginger Dead Man coming? There's only like 4 Ginger Dead Man books.
Well, maybe that could be next year when I'm going to be back to making one review a month.
Oh, God, Decker. Stop.
Yeah.
Whew, excuse me. I burped.
So yeah,
Hungry.
I'm fine with the cross-generational thing. I just kind of wish that Sony was a little bit more
Honest
about it, because that was one of the things, like right at the start with the Xbox Series X, it really doesn't have exclusive games, you could say. Everything comes out on PC that's coming out on Xbox anyway.
Yay!
So, but then you got like the next gen exclusive, like the Medium, that's not on Xbox One, that's on Series X, Series S, and on PC. But you got a lot of crap from people early on saying, okay, Xbox is just like, there's no reason to own a Series X because it doesn't have that exclusive stuff. They're not focused. Their first-party studios aren't focusing on next gen. They're all talking about supporting the Xbox One for years. And why would you bother doing that when it's the new generation? New generations are for new games, and new games have to be next gen only. And Sony's out there saying, we believe in generations. If PS5 is going to be supported exclusively with this, that, and the other. And they announced all these games, and they just said PS5. They didn't say that it was only on PS5, as far as I can remember. A lot of people are saying that that's what they said, but I only recall them saying, here's a new game coming, and it's coming to PS5, which all was technically true. They just neglected to mention that it's also coming to PS4.
Small details.
Seth Warwick is like, I think they should have waited for a couple more years for the next gen.
It's a weird little spot because
we're in a weird technological boom.
Like, at this point, technology-wise, yes, it's time to move on. The tech in both the Series X and the PS5, pretty freaking cutting edge. It's a stark difference from the 8th generation when they released with kind of mid to low-end stuff, which is why a Pro model was needed for both the systems, because, hey, 4K caught on and neither system was even remotely capable of pulling that off.
Are you talking about the Switch?
No, I was talking about the PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh, either way.
Yeah.
I got happiness.
I want!
Oh.
I'm about to drive down there right now.
Decker, take me with you.
I put on 3 new tires on my car. It doesn't wobble anymore.
Why 3?
Why?
Because 3 were too old to be legally allowed to be driven on.
Why did you just not replace all 4 of them?
Because I didn't have 4 tires at the shop.
Yeah.
Why did...
I know most of the time is buy 3, get 1 free. That's the deal, but they didn't have 4 tires, so I had to get 3.
You know, there's a little junk around my house.
Point is, it mostly balances the car. It goes. It's better now than it was.
Yeah, they can find you a tire for cheap.
Well, I still need that tune-up.
I thought he said he still needs that tuna, and I was like...
I need that, too. I make a wicked tuna salad, I'll have you know.
So do I! I also make a really good spicy Asian tuna salad, which is
I make some great egg salad.
I make some great filling for onigiri. Decker, one day you will come to my home and try my
I make
onigiri.
a badass peach cobbler.
So do I! Wait, hold on. Question. Do you have the butter on the bottom?
Absolutely.
Okay, you and I are on the same path. We will not kill each other today.
I made a peach cobbler before, and then I was like, that was pretty good. And then I was like, I'm feeling a little lazy. So I got a Marie Callender's frozen peach cobbler. I will tell you right now, they are not peach cobblers.
Yeah.
Good quality peaches in them, surprisingly, for a frozen thing, but it's a peach pot pie.
Yeah, because you got to do the...
Did you say
what
pot?
is it? Not that kind.
Oh God. yes.
Someone missed out a great opportunity.
Why is it whenever you and I talk about food, Decker, we go over who does better, and then we find one food we both agree on?
It needs weed in it.
You don't put weed in peach cobbler.
I can make those too.
Not with that attitude.
You want me to bring some down?
That'd be great.
I
know how to decarbonize.
Oh, dude, I can show you my new walking cane. It's black.
I need to get another walking cane.
Make it easier.
I'm
harder
sorry,
to-
Wes. I'm sorry. I got this pizza behind me and there's Dr. Pepper over
You
here.
can't put weed in everything because weed has a very distinct flavor, and if you try to use light flavors like peaches, it's gonna overpower it. You got to do a good balance.
Stonewall.
That and it's also oil soluble. You have to keep that in mind when you're balancing the recipe.
That's very also true. It's not like we're anti.
And how you can eat it online.
Why do you think brownies is the go-to?
It's a very strong flavor. It's got that grease and that butter for the oil.
Oil.
Yeah, don't deep fry chicken with weed. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Chicken is a very neutral flavor. It would be completely overpowered by the herb.
Wait, Decker, go with me.
The one herb and spice.
Decker, weed herb butter, which we know is a thing. Weed herb butter, which is a thing. But you take that, you lift the chicken skin, and you put it under the chicken skin, and you roast the chicken. we can put potatoes underneath.
The timing on that was great.
You can put potatoes underneath to catch the grease and everything, so it can have that extra buttery goodness.
That sounded like a floating exclamation mark next to his head as the sound effect went off.
So, Creepy, you ever made weed brownies?
No, I have not.
You're saying strangely out of this conversation.
Did I ever tell the funny story about my friend's brother making weed brownies?
Yo, Molten Amber, I was thinking the same thing, if I'm honest.
Actually, it could.
Look, let's just say the last job I did on this guy's car paid me enough to spend $75 on weed, and I used it all trying to make weed fried chicken, and it fucked up. Because guess what? I got high, and the whole time I was like, ooh, something smells good. I guess it's my dad in there cooking, because I already got... Wait, what am I supposed to be eating again?
This is why you don't...
that chicken. No, here's the best part. Not only when I registered in my brain, oh yeah, I'm supposed to eat chicken. I sat my fat ass right there for an additional 20 minutes before it clicked in that I was frying chicken.
Your chicken's cooked.
And all of a sudden I was like,
it's cooked.
damn, Dad letting his chicken burn. I better go check on that chicken. I make sure my dad's okay. I went in there.
I'm going to use this in a Meth Gators movie. I'm saying
outside my door.
In a Meth
It clicked
somewhere.
The stick outside my door. It clicked. That's my chicken. And okay, Decker, you know how my room is. How you have to go into the living room, right? You know that wall. Say if you're going towards like my mom's old room, that wall on the left hand side. Yeah, I ran into that about 20 miles an hour. So as if my torn deltoid couldn't get even more fucked up, my fat ass did a barrel roll onto the ground. But thank God for the momentum of my fat stomach. I used the momentum of my stomach to get back up while I was momentum forward and got into the kitchen. And yeah, I burnt the chicken. I was upset.
Happy 420, everyone.
Benny Hill sketch.
Decker, why should you be muted? Us talking about weed. See.
Tried making a weed pizza. Didn't make me high, just made me sleepy. Went for too long.
Yeah, I was about to
This
say.
sounds like a good pizza to me, man.
I was about to say. Good night. Well, that and also it could have been CBD oil, not the stuff with the THC in it, which also can be a factor. And
Yeah, let me find out you over here making Bill Cosby pizzas.
Yeah.
What?
None.
But yeah,
listen, you gotta be sure how you decarbonize and how long you infuse. It's a very specific process of the right temperatures and takes some time.
Yeah, Decker, have you ever deglazed the pan? Have you ever deglazed a roasting pan so you can make a good pan gravy?
No.
Oh, it's fun. You get a roast and you roast it and you have all the meat drippings on the bottom. You take the roast out to let it rest. And then what you do is you get some beef broth and some, make a nice little roux and you put it in there. You can make a nice gravy with it to put on top of your roast and your potatoes. Hi.
Make it someone happy.
You know what? I'm sorry. I just randomly thought, because I'm still looking at this, the last one. I'm just like, imagining Chris Pratt on a T-Rex. Like about the drag race, Dominic Toretto.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the news.
What weed brownie?
So Fast and Furious by Jurassic World
That
What, are
sounds
you
like
afraid
a
of
fan
ruining
fiction.
the franchises?
Wait, this is the article I sent you last night.
I thought it was today.
Days are weird.
Okay, but yes.
Okay, which one is supposed to be high right now? Because
Oh, hey, thank you for reminding me. Click.
Also, click.
God damn. So, anyway, people have been toying with the idea of a crossover for the two Universal properties. It seems outlandish, like it would ruin both of them, but come on, we're talking Fast and Furious and Jurassic World here. And here's a little excerpt of the article written by Andrew Evime, and I wanted to mention that this was written by Andrew Evime because unlike a lot of articles that just talk about, hi, this is what Jurassic World and Fast and Furious is, and fill out this motherfucker sat here and said, okay, but then we reach the same problem of where does the franchise go that's even bigger? Well, I have a pitch.
Oh, no.
Because do you know what else Universal owns? Exterior, street, night.
Stop.
Dominic Toretto is revving his engine at the starting line of a street race. The other racer is famous musician who is available.
R. Kelly. No, wait, not R. Kelly.
Girl, what?
Not R. Kelly. I just did. Never mind. Lady Gaga. Gotcha.
Famous musician.
Nah, fuck that. Busta Rhymes.
Hope you're ready to lose, Dom. I'm
yeah.
insert wink nudge reference to musician's song. And I never lose. Dom, that's your problem. Always spinning your wheels. You've lost your grip. Dom takes a huge lead off the starting line. As Dom looks back, the once clear strip of road in front of him erupts with a clash of light and fire. Another car appears out of nowhere, coming right at him. Dom swerves at the last minute, crashing. The mystery driver pulls alongside him as Dom sees famous musician that's available. Speed past. Dom, exiting his wrecked car. You just cost me the race. The road is everything. The mystery driver appears to be driving the same car as Dom's, but it looks modified. Wires and cables across the body. The mystery driver steps out wearing a full hazmat suit and removes the helmet, revealing Marty McFly.
Dun, dun!
Dom, where we're going, we don't need roads. Back to the Future theme plays. Title card!
Michael J. Fox has to be in it, of course.
Absolutely.
What?
Well, Marty
Like,
McFly.
we all, like, knew that by default. Like, how do you... Okay.
Because there are some a-hole out there who's going to try to do what they did with, like, freaking Mad Max and replace the actor. Although in the...
Okay, hold the fuck up. What was wrong with the new Mad Max?
Nothing! I'm just saying.
Yes, what I'm talking about. Just nipples.
Also,
What are you looking at?
Also, I do have news on the Nintendo Switch Pro.
You...
As you remember, everyone's saying that, hey, they're going to show Switch Pro games at E3.
Allegedly.
And so Nintendo has to show the Switch Pro before then in order for that to happen. And therefore people said, okay, this retailer listed a Switch Pro. It's happening, guys. And one guy said, hey, credible, 100% confirmed. It's releasing for pre-orders or just releasing whatever, June 4th.
Do they know what today is?
I was about to say, isn't E3 also known for, well, or Nintendo's equivalent, which is what, Nintendo Treehouse or whatever, which happens around the same time as E3?
They got the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Treehouse Live. They do their own thing.
Yeah, but again, it's usually coinciding with E3.
Coinciding with E3, yeah.
So what? And also,
Ooh, you little whiny dog.
She wanted her
fussy dog.
She wanted her Nintendo Switch Pro. Okay.
Oh yeah, she did.
No,
Yeah.
but don't like E3 like to expose new game consoles during that time?
Yeah.
So-
Usually that's when you want to do it, not a fucking stealth drop a week before.
Yeah. Sebastian Iman donated $5 Canadian. For a moment, this fan fiction was sounding like an American Dad got Fast and Furious episode. They just edited it down for theaters, except France.
But yeah, so I'm of the opinion that I do not believe in a Nintendo Switch Pro until I see Nintendo show fucking anything.
I want something officially from Nintendo in an official standpoint. Officially. Once more from the top. Officially.
Yes. Now, I've been wrong before. People were like, the Switch Lite's coming, and I'm like, I haven't heard shit, and then the Switch Lite came, so...
Well, I'm also one of those people who used to follow like Pokemon news and then listen to the leakers, and then people theorize, oh, what was that seal Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon? And everyone thought it was going to fully evolve into this weird, creepy clown monstrosity that looked like something from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Reality, she did it.
No. God damn, I know which seal you're talking about, but
Poplio.
Poplio, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
they
gonna
thought that.
pretend no names.
And then there was like some people who would basically, there's silhouettes available, but we're gonna guess what they look like. And like it was for Oshawott and that generation, and they got the typing wrong. I mean, the theory ideas were kind of cute and everything when people were actually having fun with it, but then people thought these were legitimate, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I always say when it comes to Nintendo leaks, the more it sounds like something you absolutely want, the less likely it is to be real.
yeah, Nintendo Switch finally went, oh, we're gonna let Super Mario RPG be available for the Switch, for the emulator thing for the SNES. I'll be like, yeah, right.
Are
And
they
then
still working on Metroid Prime 4?
They say so.
they moved to a new building,
Oh. Yay?
smaller.
But yeah.
Well, how does your puppy walk?
Oh, you did.
She wants Dobby to not exist.
Oh.
Lou, leave Dobby be. Leave Dobby be.
That's
Meanwhile,
not its name.
I'm of the opinion that, like, if they did do a Fast and the Furious meets Jurassic World movie, I would be here for it because I can picture the Fast and the Furious crew having to infiltrate Jurassic World to steal a dinosaur from someone else, and then they're having to drive their cars all through the park to outrace other dinosaurs.
But
Well,
since their cars are too
run 'em
big,
over.
they have to use
Cadillacs
velociraptors.
and dinosaurs.
Well, no, because the cars are too big for the actual park. Because car big, alley said theme park.
No, what they're gonna do is just take
Okay,
a
Dobby
T-Rex,
just said fuck it,
do
open the
some
door.
weird
and left.
magical science shit, and replace his heart with a V8.
Why is the dinosaur's heart full of a V? That's crank.
We also have a little bit of news on the hot tub stream front.
Not again.
Last month's most popular Twitch clip was an ass.
Oh, I see. The Donkey Farm is doing well on Twitch.
And
I was
that's
worried
all
about them.
it was for 25 seconds. It got over 500,000 views, and I'm going to have to check if it has been nominated for any Academy Awards yet.
Do you think the reason why it has
Been
such a
taken down.
Not yet.
Oh, no,
Besides-
it's just an ass.
I have a theory. Do you think you know how like viral videos, the reason why some of them get viral is because people spread them out like everywhere, and then people are like, well, no, this can't be a thing. This can't be a thing, and they find it.
No, also, I have to note, this particular hot tub stream was not posted on the hot tubs and beaches category.
Was
It was just chatting.
Was it a man ass or a lady ass?
Oh, unlike Idiocracy, this was a lady ass.
Of course, the lady ass gets away with it. You know, if it was a man ass, that thing would have been taken down instantly. Because you know how they feel about male nudity. We can see
I
a
found
bull. Really?
You called out an ass. What the rest of it at?
In your colon.
All right, I'm actually watching it.
For 25 seconds, you're gonna watch that clip. What do you think?
It's fake.
Yeah,
Like-
it's clearly
Implant?
yeah.
Oh, not implant ass. Those are horrible. Gosh darn Kardashians making them a thing.
It's a thin leg, and then it just kind of goes out at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, she got the end table ass.
No, my ass is the ass that knocks things over when I walk in a hallway or anywhere.
Ha! Joke's on you. I like that shit.
Yes, my hips don't lie, and they say this shit shouldn't be on a table. Honk.
Yeah, nothing makes me more excited than hips saying "fuck you" to lamps.
So yeah, the clip, like nothing else is happening. She's not talking to anyone. She's not she doesn't bend over in any way. It's just an ass for
Do you
25
think
seconds.
Do you think if she bent over?
It's fake. What is it? I have a thing against like fake breasts and fake ass.
Oh, good. None of mine is fake. Anyway, you know, I legitimately while I was streaming
No.
today. So there's a thing in Yakuza 0. It's cat fighting. Not that cat fighting.
Yeah,
It's girls in bikinis wrestling each
adorable.
other. It makes dead and alive look subtle. And like I was streaming it, and then while I'm in the middle of a match, because I was doing it because I was just like, okay, let's just get this over with. I know I have to do this later on. Let's just figure out the mechanics now before I actually have to do it for the game. And I'm streaming that.
Shit,
My stream stopped midway through the stream, right? Midway through the match, and I legitimately thought Twitch was mad at me.
Oh.
And
Damn.
then I looked at my internet, my little your internet is on button, and I'm like, oh, the internet turned off.
I just remembered we had that live and wired poll.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So which game needs the remake treatment next? We got 824 votes.
Yay!
And it says the same percentage, but the bar looks a little bit differently sized between these two. So I'm going to go with what looks smaller first. Coming in at 3% is Resident Evil Dead Aim. Next up at 3% is Resident Evil Survivor.
I didn't even vote for this one. I want to point this out.
And then at 9%, Resident Evil 6. 14% goes to Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, which means at a whopping 71% of the vote, Dino Crisis.
Yes.
I guess it helps that game was actually a pretty fun game on top of everything else. I didn't think about that part going into it.
You didn't think of the nostalgia factor?
Well, they all technically have nostalgia. Who's not nostalgic for Resident Evil Survivor, honestly?
I ain't gonna lie, dude. As soon as you post that post up, yeah, god damn, can I sound any more ghetto? Yes. Anyway, yeah, the second you put that post up, I was the first vote for Dino Crisis. I almost screenshot it and put it on Twitter just to show you first.
I was almost, well, when we did the last one, I was the first voter for the one that won last poll. Aren't you proud of me, Decker? No, you're not.
One guy's like, if they do not pass it off and rush it like the RE3 one. RE4 and actually add some scares to it. I'm thinking like RE3, I don't feel like the Resident Evil 3 remake was rushed any more than the Resident Evil 2 remake. And what I mean by that is I feel mostly like the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes
were made at the same time?
One game cut in half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think of the amount of shit in the Resident Evil 3 remake that is the same exact from the Resident Evil 2 remake. Same location, same items, same photogrammetry, same animations.
Same weapons.
The engine's exactly the same. It's like, there's so much of it that's like, this is not a new game. This is two halves of one game that if it was all together and it had some more like cross-play features of some kind of like, not cross-play like the way it's understood, but I mean like, say they added some shit like you could play Resident Evil 3 as Leon or Claire, or you have you replace Mr. X with Nemesis or vice versa. Just have some kind of fun stuff with the post-game content with them both together. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel like they're fine, they're good. They're definitely like the best Resident Evils I've played as of late. I mean, I guess Resident Evil 8, well, here's the thing. I don't particularly count Resident Evil 7 and 8 as the same kind of Resident Evil as 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm a little annoyed that Lady Dimitrescu is not in the game as much as they make it sound like she is in the advertisements. I mean, it's a smart advertising move, but come on, I want more.
It's like they first announced the game, you never saw her. Then they had a little snippet with her, and everyone just got horny as hell for her immediately.
Oh, they would have done the same thing for Carl.
And true. But then Capcom must have seen that and was like, well, we found the new star of our advertising campaign.
I wonder who the star of the advertising campaign was going to be if the lady... Do you think it would have been Carl? Yes, it would have been Carl.
I don't know. Maybe Mother Miranda? Not Mama.
Yeah.
Mother Miranda. The few points where you get a good look at her face, she is like absolutely on point.
On point.
She's just a complete peerless beauty. Like, yes, Capcom can afford only the best models.
Can only afford the best Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's zombie infection. Or maybe it's sports. Or whatever it is.
That was the thing in the Resident Evil 2 remake. That was it was a makeup. That was what Umbrella put out.
That caused the zombie apocalypse?
With
In
the
Resident Evil
Hydra cream, something like it was some kind of youth cream.
So similar to what the freak happened in the Catwoman movie?
Kinda.
I'm reminding you Catwoman existed.
Yeah, you did.
Halle Berry.
That was the only reason why I watched this, because Halle Berry, but they did it wrong. Oh God, the CGI is coming back to me.
Oh, remember, kitty mysticism. Why she's Catwoman is because of weird cat mysticism. Remember. Why am I doing this?
I don't know, but I feel like we should either talk about what we're working on, or what's the word I'm looking for here? Talk to people.
We have to talk to people.
Converse with chat. We've got like 20 minutes left till the 3-hour mark. So
we're going to church tomorrow morning.
I love that chicken.
Church's chicken isn't as good as Popeye's, though.
Because of my situation, it's just a lot harder for me to go visit my grandmother and kids. So, since someone decided to get ridiculously shit-faced tonight and is gonna have a hangover tomorrow.
You?
No, I can't drink.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
Ah shit! What am I supposed to bring?
More weed. Anyway,
Dr.
just go
Pepper.
mow the lawn and bring it.
Dr. Pepper.
I love mowing the lawn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so what I'm gonna do is like I'm just gonna play some like old school like 90s, early 2000s gospel while I play a game. More than likely Monster Hunter. That's it. Even though I'm agnostic, I was just more or less as a weird respect thing to my grandmother.
That could have worked.
Because I'm kind of bummed that I can't go. I've also been taking my mom with me. As weird as that may sound.
Not really.
Also, Sebastian emails $5 donation. Sorry.
Right. He says, I don't think Halle Berry was that bad, but the movie definitely deserves to burn. Why wasn't Sharon Stone just Lady Clayface, Sandra Fuller?
Yeah, I was about to say, there is a Lady Clayface. She looks exactly the same as normal Clayface, so you can't tell the difference.
Who's the new girl in Thick Black Daddy's life?
I'm
trying to settle down. Yeah, I am actually.
You're trying your best. How's it going? How is the Tinder? Wait, that's not for settling.
Yeah, you remember I just barely found out what Tinder was the last time we talked. I didn't know what it was.
You didn't know it? Oh, yes, because he has it on dial no matter what.
I could just walk
On
down
tap.
the street and get some ass. Like,
Lucky you.
yeah, it's how I compensate for my depression.
My depression just kills me. No,
Now you're going to get that email from YouTube, Ken.
no, Decker. I'm not going to get it. You are because of what I said, because this is your channel.
Damn it.
Yeah, the last time we talked, that's when I found out what Tinder was. I was like, what? I'm not gonna lie, I actually looked at it. I'm just like, oh, this could be so much easier than me actually going out there.
Yeah, how was it? How were the pickings?
I don't know. I looked at the app and I was like, oh, okay, and continued with my other fun buddies because no, Tinder scares me.
Also, remember Halle Berry in the Flintstones? She was actually not that bad in the Flintstones, and she allegedly was the first black Flintstone character, allegedly.
Wait, you talking about the live action movie?
Yeah, she was
with John Goodman.
Yes, she's in that movie. She's the secretary who flirts with John Goodman.
Yeah.
How can you not? Yeah, that's her.
Oh my God.
That they named Sharon Stone of all things.
It fits with the Flintstone jokes.
If you like Tinder, you'll love Grindr. I'm gonna see what the hell Grindr is.
That's for gay people.
All right.
That's for gay men. Gay men specifically.
I
bisexual couple.
was wondering if he would get to it though. Thanks.
I was about to Google it too.
Now look up Bumble, which is another one.
Bumble.
Similar to Tinder.
I don't have a problem getting laid. Everyone knows I don't have a problem getting laid. I have a problem finding a
soul?
stable relationship. There we go.
Creepy, you available?
Hi.
Look, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, look, I've already got 4 boyfriends. I actually had to count on a hand to figure out how many, okay?
How many fictional boyfriends and or girlfriends count? Do fictional boyfriends and girlfriends count?
No.
Damn it.
You look like a power bottom. No.
Wait, what? Yes, and Decker looks like a bratty top, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, dude, I could totally see Decker as a brat. Fuck yeah, you're a brat. Yeah, I never put that together.
So, I'm going to be working on the God Raiga versus King Ogre review.
No, we're going on with this. What else do you see?
Also, there's the gaming channel. I have to put out more content, Twitch streaming and such. We got Earth Defense Force World Brothers. I actually got a copy from the EDF, like, social media correspondence folks, which means when I play it on PC, I have to mention that I was provided the Steam key from them. But when I play it on PS4, I don't, because I bought that one my damn self.
Well, when you bet, do you still have Team Shilling? Because that was the team you named.
Team Shill hashtag ad. That's what I have set up.
I helped him name it. I was making it as a joke, but he used it as a name. Also,
I said that I got reminded. Somebody on my somebody on my Steam. I don't know who they are. I just got reminded that someone randomly renamed themselves Bottom Energy.
Oh, also, Decker.
Avast, me hearties, the ocean calls for you. Avast is a really crap antivirus program.
Yes.
Oh,
I've been playing too much SnowRunner personally on my personal time.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't, because SnowRunner is not fun. Why am I playing it?
Because you hate yourself and you're a masochist. He's a bratty top masochist.
Oh.
But think like that. Have you played SnowRunner?
I haven't. I played MudRunner. And
it's
it was
similar.
fun for me. Yeah, we're the same people.
Yeah.
It was fun for like 30 minutes. I even tried it on my wheel. But
it's a bitch.
I spent 90% of the time digging myself a hole. Literally.
Was it a nice hole?
I've gotten to the point where I think I'm like level 11 now in the game, so I can actually afford some of the better trucks and get some good equipment on it. But now I fight with the physics. Because it's like, oh yeah, just drive down to the gorge and pick this up. And I'm like, okay, and I'm taking the truck very slowly with the trailer attached to it, very slowly down into the gorge, and then suddenly the game's like, you're sideways. And I have to detach the trailer, summon the truck back, bring the truck back, attach the winch to the trailer, pull it until it's back on, and then go in front of it, hook it back up. And I'm like, okay, back up, you're not close enough. Back up, you're not close enough. Back up, attach.
I
What English you're talking about?
I legitimately do not understand why you are playing a game that is causing you this much stress, says the girl who has been doing massive research and trying to do the best freaking real estate royale on Yakuza 0.
You know, the only reason I like the game, or rather the concept of the game, is because you got to be wary of
everything,
terrain density, variations, as well as the weight of your vehicle.
It's a bit unrealistic in how often that just changes here and there, but it's like it's engaging in terms of being a game because the distances really aren't that far. And it's like, okay, I'm going here, I'm going over the highway. Okay, all-wheel drive off, high range mode. Okay, it's going down into mud. All-wheel drive. Put it down. Low gear, high end. Put on the differential lock. Here we go. Okay, we're going through. Okay, we're about to just off-road. Differential lock off. Put in automatic. There it is. And
Bob's your uncle.
Every few seconds, I'm having to shift to something else to keep it going efficiently.
Hello.
Fair enough.
So
I know what you're talking about from MudRunner experience. The internal screamings still echoes through me.
Yeah.
Like war flashbacks and crying children.
SnowRunner adds ice and chain tires.
At least it was fun with the wheel. That's all I can say. Just once you get all the key mapping, key binding done on the steering wheel. You know, this thing right here.
Look at him. Right. He has a steering wheel.
Don't you know that's how it blew up in popularity?
No.
Being literally the fastest black man in Europe. They weren't used to a black guy coming up on these Assetto Corsa. What was it? It was Assetto Corsa, iRacing, and Project Cars 2 that apparently I accidentally, because I was just practicing like laps when I was deep into the sim racing, but I was like unintentionally slapping laps like world records, and I didn't realize it until someone on Discord messaged me and sent me a screenshot of a Discord message that they're wondering if I was cheating. And
What
I
you?
remember, and apparently that went through like all these like Assetto Corsa groups, ACC, mind you, Assetto Corsa Competizione, because that's when they do like the Sim GT3, GT4 races, blah 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 blah. And I finally had to like come out and just be like, dude, how am I cheating if I'm doing this shit live on stream? Like I'm fucking like I'm complaining, I'm bitching, I'm moaning, like I'm fucking up, I'm spinning out, I'm damn near. I got Peppy the Hare behind me, whatever the fuck his name is, telling me to do barrel rolls. Like I'm fucking up a lot. Like the laps that I'm getting are good, I guess, but I'm spending like 6% of the race just fucking up.
But that is 6% not enough. Not enough.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and I love that. I love how I blew up because of that. I'm just like, oh yeah, is that why y'all hate Lewis Hamilton? A black man comes in, dominates. No, I'm kidding. I ain't going there.
So Creepy, what do you got going on?
Still uploading most of my backlog. I've gotten a good bit of the Scooby-Doo retrospective uploaded. I started with that one because that was the one everybody kept asking for. So when I started posting on Vimeo, I started with that one. But I have asked people I have had people ask me to put the Gem retrospective up next, which it's weird. It's like that was the least popular retrospective that I had when I was doing it, and now it's the one that everyone remembers. Aside from
That reminds me, the Return of the Planet of the Apes review. I'm pretty sure I have it archived somewhere. If I do manage to find it, do you want me to send it to you, or do you want me to just upload it to my channel?
Send it to me.
Okay.
If you would,
That's the one that's not going humanoid after you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is how I remember which one is which, okay?
I don't have a cat. I have a puppy.
Wow.
So, Kat, what are you doing?
Okay, so we still have Yakuza 0 going on, of course. Real Estate Roulette is really fun. Okay, anyway. I also have coming up is maybe a Sea of Thieves video or two, or maybe some more. Hint! Anyway. Decker,
Well,
did you see the hint? The giant sailing ship hint.
In space, no one can hear you, hint.
Speaking
then
of
why did you respond?
We still have a crossover to do.
So, Thick Like Daddy, what's going on with you?
Anyway, I'm not done yet, Decker. I have other videos coming up soon.
Yeah, listen to
including,
that Texas over there.
I have one more thing. I have Oregon Trail coming back. I finally finished the one for the Mac 7X that came out in 1992. 1992. And then I did another one, which is for the DOS something that came out in 1993, I think. And those are coming out soon. Who wants nostalgia? No one died this time.
Oh, Dysentery.
No, people did get dysentery. We did. Toast is the universal constant, is the name of one of the kids that, because I never have enough watchers to name kids after. Keeps getting dysentery. So am I. Everyone keeps getting dysentery, but no one's dying of dysentery.
Okay.
Because we're playing the fuck it option, which is basically we play this character, which gives you the most money. Screw the score. We're going. We're like, we just want to get from point A to point B.
If only it was that easy.
So, Thick Like Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm fucking fat. There.
Okay.
We're all fat. We're all fat. No, you're a stick. And we know what.
No, I got a booty.
You do not have a butt, okay? You do not have. Stop lying. You're going to internet jail for your lies. You're not supposed to lie on the internet.
But booty.
No, I've just
Me?
been vibing, really. Yeah, you know how my year's been, so lately I just been trying to relax. I just been trying to vibe.
Everyone keeps recommending Dwarf Fortress to me. I know people who play it.
Is it because I mentioned female dwarf porn where they actually have beards on them?
Do they have a fortress?
Bryce Calamari says, "Sounds like you should play Dwarf Fortress," and I know people who play it, and I did consider it, and then I saw the price tag, and then I stopped considering it.
No.
Some hair on the chin you can really grab onto.
Is that Alan or Alien? Okay, no, Lost Alien. It will be Thick.
Ready?
But no, Thick Decker Daddy.
Oh.
You know it makes it kind of hard. Yeah, just more Overwatch, Monster Hunter.
Okay.
I'm trying to force myself to play single player games that have story, but the only single player game I'm willing to play right now is I want to finish up Serious Sam 4 because I'm really close to the end. And
damn, that's right. I was supposed to.
Okay,
play
so
that.
Rise, I'm sorry, I got to warn you.
And the 2 DLCs, I haven't even touched them for Doom Eternal.
CGM
Doom
M5.
Eternal. I stopped playing that.
CGGM 5D. When it comes to D&D, and since I am a DM, first time DMing, I would suggest researching on the internet and asking others. I would love to help, but again, we only have 5 minutes. I will tell you this: don't do Curse of Strahd. Yawning Portal is actually pretty good for beginner DMs and beginner players, so you could do the Yawning Portal module. Don't do Curse of Strahd. It's a nightmare as a DM. Being a DM is like spinning plates. Curse of Strahd is spinning plates on chainsaws.
Also, keep it simple if you can.
Yeah.
Charlie updated a profile picture, but I can't show it because her shirt has a bunch of drawn titties on it.
Hate it when that happens.
I hate when that happens.
Okay. Jesus,
Like neep nops or like those funny shirts where it's the cleavage out and the neep
No,
nops?
it's several drawings of naked women,
Oh,
like hippie style. Like
yo, we're going to be one with the nature and be
they're
the
free and one with the earth.
Hopefully, they're not doing certain things to the earth.
No, that's Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Reese Calamari.
An idiot is a person who plays video games all day and is an idiot who forgets about everything else around him. I always heard the term idiot as a derogatory term for someone who likes to watch TV.
Maybe it's evolving.
Though that's couch potato as well.
I want a potato now. Decker.
But I remember the term idiot preceding video game, like any kind of derogatory term for playing video games other than just saying, oh, he plays video games.
I'm sorry. I'm Italian. I read that as calamari. Now I want squid. Okay, so a Wild Rift, if you want a certain person's Grimm's opinion.
Fracking. Okay, I read that wrong.
Wild Rift, LOL Wild Rift, best fighting game. According to Grimm, who is a very close friend of mine, he would say King of Fighters. You're muted. He knows.
Oh, I can't unmute my guest because they chose to mute themselves.
Decker, quit.
Wait, I can mute people if they don't choose it? Nice. I have power.
Too bad you ain't got that kind of power. What the hell?
You asshole! You literally may you stub your toe, and when your toe finally heals, you stub it again. For an eon.
I'm just enjoying all the power I have with this little thing. Ha 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 ha.
May you step on a Lego barefoot.
But it is about that time.
Yeah, I was
Break forth
preparing
the
to
rhythm
read
and the rhyme.
Yeah.
So, God damn it, Ron.
Everyone's middle fingering you now because you are abusing your power. You know what happens to people who abuse their power? We have freaking Les Mis happening, and we're gonna start singing. And start
I was thinking of Chaplin for some weird reason.
Is video game addiction a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Well,
compulsion is a more technical term.
For it, but yeah.
There's also there's the gambling compulsion / addiction within video games, aka loot boxes.
Yeah.
Decker.
No worries, Sebastian. We all gotta go.
Yes, I have to go to the bathroom again. What's with me today?
Oh, yeah, this has been a fun episode of Live and Wired. Thank you all for joining. I have been Decker Shadow.
I'm that long-haired creepy guy.
I'm Cat.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Copyright. But it's pretty.
Oh yeah,
And
big Black Baddie.
remember, it's 25 seconds of ass.
That's what you're gonna end it off on.
It might make it go viral. I don't know.
That dump truck.
Good night, everybody.
Get a shit.